up? What up, y'all? Welcome back to Wire to Wire Sports Podcast. This is Sideline to Sideline. We are back. This is a live reaction show to the NFL Draft. I am EA Sports. I'm in the game. I'm fired up. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm texting Diana Rossini. Where are you at? Because my son's name is Mike, and I don't know if it's mine. We don't know. You don't know. We'll talk about it. To my right, I got the man. He's not guarding the 2. He's guarding the 3 in Mr. Brett Gardy P. What up, Brett?
Hey, I'm just excited to see if Vrabel trades picks to get out of the first round so he gets to duck the media today. It'll be quite the story. I'm excited. Let's do this.
Speaking of Mike Vrabel, I got the man, the myth, the legend, the prince of production, the guy who has had a really bad 3 months as a Patriots fan, losing the Super Bowl, and then having his head coach. I don't know if he's spilling the beans, but man, these stories that are coming out with Vrabel and Diana Rossini are nuts. Kyle, welcome. And then I need to know, are they going to fire? Are they going to fire Mike Vrabel? Is he going to step down? Is that what we're going to see?
No. Look, I feel like if anything, the team's not going to fire him. If he stepped down, it'd be like his own decision. The team already came with a statement saying they're basically excusing him from day 3. People acting like he's missing the whole draft. He's missing day 3. He'll be in contact with the team. I'm so over the story though that I don't care.
Yeah, it's a way bigger deal. It's being made a way bigger deal than it is. Coaches have done worse. Players have done worse, and nothing has happened.
Yeah, exactly. Sitting on pictures for 6 years, like I'm supposed to care now.
I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. By the way, the CEO, my man Brett, do me a favor. Introduce your boy to the watch along.
Hey, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not following him on Twitter, his name is the CEO of RPOs. He has an article up on the Wire to Wire website. Top 300 draft big board. So, ladies and gentlemen, maybe one of the smartest guys I've ever met talking the draft and college football. He is the CEO of RPOs, or the CEO of Kobe fans. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. I like the high praise you gave me for the introduction. I need you to introduce me at my wedding.
I got you.
Made me look good.
So I got to ask you this, though. Is this not like the Joker playing a game? Like he releases a new footage every single day? Like the Batman, he releases another piece of footage that every day.
Who cares? Who cares?
I care. Well, we care
if he's not having inappropriate relations with employees on the staff, it doesn't matter. If he's not pulling an Ime Udoka, he can stay on the team. It's not going to affect anything.
We care when it was Sherrone Moore. We care when it was Ime Udoka.
Well, no, that's because they were inappropriate relations. This is a consensual relationship between 2 adults. There was no funny, to my knowledge at least, there's no funny business going on. They just had something going on. So it doesn't really matter, in my opinion.
My whole thing is it's between Mike and his wife.
The kid Mike's
between Mike and his wife.
Yeah, that's the main issue is he's cheating on his wife, but everyone does that in the big leagues. It's not a big deal. It's only being made a big deal because it got exposed and it was with the media.
Are you a Patriots fan?
I'm a Seahawks fan.
Okay.
So I hate the Patriots. My second Super Bowl ever watching, the second Super Bowl ever watched, the Super Bowl 49. I hate the Patriots.
The only reason I say that, I feel like Patriots fans have that same mentality for everything. Like everybody cheats. That's what we despise. Yeah. Everybody cheats.
There are plenty of
everybody deflates football.
There's levels to it. There's levels to it. And there's a threshold, and if you pass that threshold, you get punished. If you're below the threshold, no one cares.
There are plenty of Patriots fans that are acting like this is the only pretending to care in the world now.
Yeah, my bad. People are only pretending to care because it was a media member he had the affair with. If it was some random woman that lived in Boston, no one would give a fuck. It would be a story for like half a day, and then everyone would forget that it happened. But because it's an athletic reporter, It's a big story.
You don't think he was feeding her news? You don't think he's a source?
I mean, he could have been, but that happens already, even without inappropriate relations. So I don't think that's like, unless he's leaking like super sensitive details that like shouldn't be getting released to the media. I don't think you can do anything about it. Or you should at least.
Let me get you a question, Kyle. Kyle, do you think that Pillow Talk? Like, I don't know how familiar you guys are with Pillow Talk, but I know I said some dumb shit.
I'm familiar with the concept. I know
I said some dumb shit in the bed. I would not want that shit to get out. No.
I mean, obviously.
Talk a little bit less. It's an art.
I mean, obviously, that's something that is part of the story. Like, I'm not discrediting that it is newsworthy. I just think the fact that it's like all day, every day, and it's like people are dissecting this and that. That's where I'm jumping off the train on this one. For me,
it's not a front page storyline that we're talking about a week after it gets released.
And then we had the New York
Post.
It's
getting overblown.
Posting these pictures from 6 years ago because why wouldn't New York take a shot at Boston? Yeah, who's surprised by that? And people were acting like the Adam Schefter report over the weekend was to cover the Patriots. I'm like, when has ESPN covered the Patriots on anything? ESPN is the same network that rolled Mark Brunell out there to cry about Deflategate. Now they're going to protect them over Vrabel and Rossini? No.
I don't know.
This is ratings for ESPN. They love controversy around the Patriots. They love it.
It's fun. Who's by the way, which one of y'all two? I'm putting it on Brett, or I think it's gonna be Brett. Which one of y'all are sharing, or Kyle? I don't care. Who's sharing the draft board?
Who's sharing the what?
The draft board.
Oh,
like the draft order, or do we have like a?
We have a board every year.
Oh,
yeah, I got you.
Oh, y'all made a draft board?
No, we just use one of the ESPN ones or whatever.
Oh no, don't use ESPN. If you're gonna use one, you got to use one that's not terrible.
All right,
I know a guy that just made a draft board that went up on the Wire to Wire.
No, I meant like the live update
about an hour ago. Oh, like okay, the draft order. Okay, that's what I thought you meant at first. Okay, I was about to say. I thought you meant like a best available like NFL Network does. I was about to
whatever,
say.
Either one.
I think we have a board. We could use.
Let's get one up there. Let's. I think. So, did y'all play the Fanatics top 12 picks? I want to.
I did the PFF first round pick challenge. I didn't do the Fanatics one though.
I'm gonna read, since CEO. I know that you have a top 300. I'm gonna read you my picks, and I want you to tell me where I went wrong. Is that okay?
All right. Do you want me to tell you where you went wrong, like from a predictive standpoint, or like what you should have done standpoint?
No. Just I want you to tell me what's wrong.
Okay.
I'm gonna
tell you what you should do, not necessarily what will happen.
Predictive standpoint, like what you think's gonna happen tonight.
All right, I'll give you both.
I'll give you both. Last night. All right, so first overall picks, Fernando Mendoza. We're all clear.
Yeah, we can all get on that.
David Bailey looks like he's going number 2 to the Jets in the most Jets thing to do ever.
That is the third best. It's a toss-up between Reese and Bailey at 2. I think they're probably going to go Reese 2, and then the Cowboys are going to trade up to 3 and take Bailey at 3, or they're going to trade up to 6. Because if he doesn't go 2, he'll probably be available at 6. He's either going 2, 4, 6.
I think Bailey goes 2, and I think Jeremiah Love goes 3 to the Titans.
The Titans or the Cardinals?
Cardinals, sorry.
I've heard some smoke that he's going to go to the Cardinals, but I think they're taking Fano or Maligoa, or they're trading out. I think they're going to try to trade back. I've heard a lot of smoke that the Cowboys are trying to trade 12 and 20 for 3 to get Bailey.
And then Arvell Reese
would be a very Cowboys move.
I have Arvell Reese at 4, Sonny Styles at 5, Carnell Tate at 6, Caleb Downs at 7.
All right.
Ruben Bain Jr., who I think is the best edge in this draft, at 8.
I agree.
Francis Malagu at 9. Mansour Delaney, who I think is the best corner in this draft, at 10. Jordan Tyson, who I think is the best receiver in this draft, at 11, and then Keldrick Folk out of Auburn going 12.
I'll say you said you had Ruben Bain going 8?
Yes.
I don't think I don't know if they're gonna go Ben. I could see it, but I think they're probably gonna go receiver. Like if Tate goes 6, I think they'll probably go Tyson. Because you had Styles going 7 and you had Downs going 5, right?
Styles going 5. If Styles going 5 to the Giants.
Oh, you have Styles going 5 and Downs going 7?
Yeah. Downs going 7 to the Commanders.
I could see the Saints doing that. I think that's definitely a possibility. But I think like one of my locks is Ruben May going to the Chiefs at 9. Because I think that the Cowboys are gonna trade up and take either Bailey or Reese, whoever doesn't go at 2. I think the Cardinals are probably going online, even if they trade down. Well, they trade down, we don't have to worry about it. Titans are either going defensive line or they're going Love. Giants are going to probably take Styles or Downs at 5. 6, the Browns are going offense. 7, with the football team, if Love is there at 7, I think he's the pick. If he's not there, I don't know what they do, especially if Styles is gone. They might go Downs, but they're not the type of team that would take a safety 7th overall. So I'm not quite sure what they would do there, but I feel like the Saints probably take the best available receiver. Or
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Although I could see him taking Bain there.
Who do you think the best player in the draft is?
Caleb Downs or Stoney Styles. I prefer Downs though.
I'm with you. I think he's the best player in the draft. Kyle, Brett, guys, forget picks. Who's the best player in the draft this year?
I actually agree with CEO. I think it's Caleb Downs.
I agree. Like we were 3 for 3 on the safety. It's not going to go in the top 10. It's crazy.
I mean, we saw the same thing happen in 2022 with Kyle Hamilton. He was also the best player in that class, and he went 14 because he ran 5/10 of a second too slow on his 40, or 5/100 of a second too slow on his 40. So it would have surprised me if he goes 10 or 12 or 14 or something like that. But I think he should be gone by the 7th pick.
I mean, I think you should have went number 2 to the Jets, team that didn't have an interception last year. You're talking about a guy that just absolutely changes the course of center field. He's the captain of your defense immediately.
They just traded for Minkah Fitzpatrick, and I think they need to address the trenches before they take a safety. Like if they want to take a DB, they need to trade down because Dallas is going to be willing to give 2 firsts to trade into the top 6.
So your big production is Dallas moving up.
Yeah, I think that that would be a very Jerry Jones move to do. Trade 2 firsts for David Bailey. And there's a lot of smoke that's going to happen. They're either going to trade up for 3 or 6.
Kyle, who's the best player in the draft?
I mean, I guess it's hard to argue against Caleb Downs for sure. Yeah, I guess I'd probably have to stick with that. I know a lot of people love Mendoza. They love, but I'm not going there with those 2.
I think Love's good. I don't think he's a top 10 pick. I don't know how much Notre Dame.
I think it's good enough to go top 10. I think he's good enough to go top 10.
So
he's 7 on my board.
The other running backs that went top 10 in the last 15 years. Is he Zeke? Is he Saquon? Is he Bijan? Is he McCaffrey? I don't think he's any of those guys. I mean,
I'll say this
last year and say Genty, but we don't know what Genty is yet.
I'll say this: comparing him as prospects to those guys, I would have him like a tier below those guys. But pretty much everyone you just named is a guy I'd be willing to take with a top 5 pick, even like in that draft process. I was willing to take all those guys top 5, except for Saquon. I was low on Saquon, but if I went back and scouted the 2018 class of the brain I have now, I would also take Saquon with the top 5 pick. I was being a little silly. I was a Saquon hater when he was at Penn State. But although I do think it's a tier below those guys, I still think, especially in this draft, because this is a very weak draft, there's like maybe 10 guys that I'd be willing to take with an early, like a top 10 pick in like a normal class. And a lot of those guys are like on the fringe of that. And when there's a weak class, there's not a lot of talent at the premium positions. Like edge rusher's pretty barren. Like Bailey's getting hype. Bain is worth the hype. I think Reese is a linebacker. He'll get drafted high because he has that edge potential. But like after that, it gets barren really quick. Tackle, there's not a lot there. Although there's some guys that'll get overdrafted just because it's a weak class, like Fano and probably his teammate Caleb Lomu. And then this is a terrible quarterback class. The receiver class is there's some solid talent at the top, but like all of those guys have like one major flaw that could be reasonable enough for a team to pass on them. And Love is an elite running back prospect. Like he's probably a top 10 running back prospect since like in the last 15 years, like you said. Like he'd probably be on the lower end of that list, but that's still an easy first round talent. I think he could be a top 10 running back within his first 2 years of being in the league, depending on the situation he goes to, or just like from a talent standpoint. And in a draft like this, I will say there's not many teams that I think need a running back or that I would recommend taking a running back. Like for me personally, I would say the football team, maybe the Commanders, and then maybe like, yeah, no, it's really just those two teams that I would say should really think about taking them. The Giants, I guess, could, like, if we get a weird top four.
No. And by the way, we have a
maybe.
Giants. No.
There's some smoke, and there's some smoke. Y'all might take him at 5. There's been rumors.
I have a Giants fan that just joined. Sarah, Ian, welcome to the pregame tailgate podcast. Sideline to sideline. We're going to go over live streaming this entire draft. By the way, it's no more pregaming. We're not pregaming. We're live. The Raiders are on the clock. Fernando Mendoza is about to get picked. You're a Giants fan. You guys have 2 picks in the top 10. Let's talk about that sexy Dexy trade. Trading Dexter Lawrence for the 10th overall pick. As a Giants fan, how do you feel about that? You're on mute, brother.
You're muted, Ian.
Oh,
real
sorry.
quick, before he answered that, can I ask, was there anything else a part of that trade, or was it just Dexter Lawrence for the 10th pick?
Just Dexter Lawrence. Yeah, for the
Okay.
10th. Yeah, that was it.
10th? Okay.
Yeah, I don't feel.
Bengals.
Yeah, but I don't feel too good about it. I wish that they would have been able to get the deal done. Obviously, with Dexter, with him leaving, that creates a big hole at defensive tackle. He was able to eat up a lot of blocks in order for the pass rush to actually get through. So the Giants are definitely going to need to address that during the draft. I don't think that they necessarily need to take that during 5 or 10. If they want to address the defensive tackle position, then maybe they should trade out of 10 to maybe get an additional first-round pick and possibly a day 2 pick, just to kind of beef up that line and help with the run game, because I know that was one of the weaknesses for the Giants this past season. But it is what it is. I'm glad we at least get a first-round top 10 pick for him. So.
See, we're going to disagree.
Hey, there's a guy at 10 you can take. There's a guy at 10 you can take that'll fill that need.
I mean, Ruben Bain, there's a good chance Ruben Bain is there. I don't think they should take another
Bain, a D tackle.
Yeah, you don't take a D tackle at 10, though. There's no way you take
Peter Woods is worth it. Peter Woods is worth it.
Peter Woods is going to be a mid-20s pick, brother.
He will be. He shouldn't be, though. He's a top 5 point in this class.
Dexter Lawrence was a pick 17 in 2019, and look what he's turned out to be. I mean, they're going to fall late into the first round. So if we trade back, then we could maybe get Peter Woods if that's what we're going to address. But that just kind of seems silly to trade Dexter Lawrence for Peter Woods, essentially.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying you should take Peter Woods at 10. I was making a little haha there, but if you want to just trade Dexter Lawrence for a first round defensive tackle, there's a guy there you could take at 10.
No, you don't want to do that, though. And by the way, the Bengals gave the 10th overall pick, which could have been Caleb Downs, could have been like so many good players in this draft, for the right to overpay Dexter Lawrence. The terrible fucking trade the Giants made out in this trade. They have 2 top 10 picks. They get cap relief from Dexter Lawrence, and they're sitting in a situation where they have a young quarterback on a rookie deal, a young running back on a rookie deal, a young number 1 receiver on a rookie deal, and then they have Abdul Carter, who I think is an absolute monster. Which, by the way, I heard you say earlier the only running back you didn't scout higher than Jeremiah Love was Saquon. You didn't watch a lot of Penn State tape because that guy was the best running back I ever seen coming out of college. Ever. He was incredible coming out of Penn.
I would have Saquon over Love as a prospect, even with how I was rating him. But like, I would have taken Saquon like fringe top 10 in 2018. But 2018 is a way better class. Like Love would have been mid first round in that class.
That's fair. Guys, the draft has started. Mendoza is going to get picked here. Guys, give me a player that's going to go in the top 10, and start with Kyle. Give me a player that's going to go in the top 10 that you don't think is a top 10 pick.
I mean, look, maybe this is crazy, but I'm not too big on running backs in the top 10, and people talking about Love at number 3. I don't know about all that. And that's probably the guy for me. But I understand that sometimes you get these running backs who are Bijan or Saquon, and you do that and you look great for it in a couple of years. I just have questions of whether or not Love is that quality.
I don't think he's that quality. And I don't disagree with you. That wouldn't be my pick, though, because I have a little bit bolder pick. I'm going to go a little bit more nuts, and that's okay. Brett, give me a guy in the top 10 that you don't think is really a top 10 player.
Now I'm kind of mad at Kyle because he stole mine. I was going to say Jeremiah Love, too. I think he's a great talent, but I don't think he's a top 10 talent.
I agree. I don't think he's a top 10 talent. I think he's a good running back. I mean, honestly, I don't think he's going to be better than Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs went 14. So the way I feel. CEO, give me a player that's going to go in the top 10 that you don't think should go in the top 10.
Since y'all were attacking Jeremiah Love, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. I personally don't think David Bailey is a first-round talent, and he's probably going to go second overall. That would be mine.
I let you go before me because I had a feeling. I think David Bailey, out of the 3 edge rushers, is by far the worst of the 3.
Okay.
David Bailey is my edge rusher 6, I want to say.
I love that.
Yeah, Bain. I'm not counting Reese as an edge rusher, by the way. He's a linebacker, in my opinion.
You have
Bain, Parker, Falk, Joshua Josephs, and then I have him interchangeable with Josephs and R. Mason Thomas, so he'd be between 4 and 6.
That's interesting. I did not expect that. David Bailey's good. I just don't think he is as good as his projection. Ian, who's a guy that's going to go in the top 10 that you don't think is a top 10 player?
I think possibly Carnell Tate could probably go in the top 10. I don't think that he's the number 1 receiver in this class by far. I think that definitely Makai Lemon is probably better. I've seen a couple of mock drafts where I've seen Makai Lemon falling as far as 30, which I think is absolutely insane for him to fall to 30, but Carnell Tate to be picked in the top 10.
Size makes a difference. I like Makai Lemon a lot, but Carnell Tate's just that receiver size.
Yeah, he's got the size.
If you were going to go Bailey, I could have said Makai Lemon. I really could have.
Makai Lemon's 5'11". Carnell Tate's going to get 6'2". It just matters, right? Jordan Tyson's 6'2". Makai Lemon's listed as number 1 best available receiver. I don't agree with that. I think Casey Concepcion is a better small receiver than Makai Lemon. And I like Makai Lemon. I do.
I have Lemon and Concepcion right next to each other on my board at 19 and 20.
Same. Guys, the Jets are on the clock. I think they're going to mess this pick up and go with David Bailey. I think it's the Jets thing to do. I don't think he's the guy. I'd go Bain here. I'd go Downs. I'd go, you can't go Downs now, but I would go Bain. I would go, listen, I'm not an Arvell Reese fan, but I would go Reese. I would go Sonny Styles. I'd go any of those guys.
I'm a little bit lower on Reese than like the consensus is. Like he was 8 on my board, and I have him as a like early to mid first round grade. But I think he'll fit the Jet system well. And he does kind of fit the mold as like a reach that the Jets would take, being naive. Like a guy that like has the like baseline traits. Like he's got good size, he ran a good 40, he's really strong, has long arms. But then like some of those like things that most people don't think about, like he has average bend. I think he struggles to get off of blocks when he's on the defensive line. I think he needs to improve his hand fighting technique, which is why I think he's better as a linebacker, because like his lack of bend and lower body flexibility doesn't matter as much at linebacker. But I do think he's capable of playing both, and I think he can develop into a good edge. And I think he would fit that Aaron Glenn defense pretty well at 2. I think it's 50-50 between Bailey and Reese. It's one of those two. I would personally take Bain, but I think out of those 2 options, they should go Reese.
And the pick is in. The pick is in. Who's going to read off our picks for us tonight?
I got the draft on my TV while we're talking.
You read it off.
I forgot the pick is on there.
When you see it, read it off.
All right, I will. They just announced that the pick is in.
With the second pick of the NFL draft, the New York Jets select.
I haven't announced it. I'll tell you when they're announcing it. I'll announce like I'm the commissioner.
I love it. Let's have some fun tonight, boys.
Yeah, they just keep showing Reese and Bailey.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those 2 guys. It's guaranteed it's going to be Reese or Bailey.
Yeah.
Who do you think it is, Ian?
Well, like you said earlier, I feel like they're going to do the Jets thing and they're going to go Bailey just because of how the combine went and how his stock just skyrocketed after the combine. They're just going to plunge at the combine overhyped player like they normally do.
Who's going to be?
I'll say they take. I think they take Bailey. Yeah. I guess we'll have to see what Woody Johnson's grandson told him based off of Madden rating.
Yeah, can somebody pull up the Madden ratings for these guys?
There it goes.
Yeah, someone pull up the bingo draft board.
With the second pick.
All right. The commissioner's announcing it.
It's listed already. It's up.
I'm writing my article because I'm doing live draft grids on my website as I'm doing this, so I can't see the board.
That's fair.
The New York Jets select David Bailey.
There it is.
Hold it.
Oh, you love to see it.
Jets gonna.
Oh, let's go. We got a funny off the top. Number 2, we get a funny pick. I love it. This is going to be a solid D+. I'll give it C-.
This is also a terrible pick if they go Jeremiah Love, which they've been projected to go here. You're talking about a team that just went out and signed Tyler Algier in the offseason, and they're going to take a running back when they have team needs everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Gene, I've seen a couple of mocks where the Chiefs trade up to number 3. Do you think that this would be a spot now that Bailey's gone that the Chiefs would make a move to 3?
For who?
An edge rusher? Maybe Baines?
I don't think that the Chiefs would trade up for an edge rusher, especially with the edge rushers that they already have. George Karlaftis has played great football for them. Oh, yeah. I just don't see that. I think there's a lot of needs that Chiefs have on the offensive line. I think that they have a cornerback to replace. They just traded one over to LA Rams. I don't think running back. I think running back or even edge rusher is not a position in need for them. They just signed the Kenneth Walker Super Bowl MVP, and then for edge rushers, I just don't. Did you look at the Chiefs last year and think that defense was their issue?
No.
Yeah, I don't see that. And if they do draft a defensive player, I think they'll replace the corner they just traded. I'm interested to see where this goes. I think this pick should be easy. I would just run up to the podium and take, in my opinion, who the best available player is. But they won't do that. That's what they're, them. The Cardinals going to do the same thing everybody else does. Ruben Bain Jr. should be the pick here. He won't be, but that's who should be.
I'll say this. I would be fine if they went defense here, but the pick is, if they don't trade down, they're probably going to take Francis Maligoa or Spencer Fine. It's similar to the Jets. It's kind of a toss-up between two guys, and one is clearly the right answer, although it's not the best answer out of all the possible answers. But I do think Maligoa would be a good fit on the Cardinals. Again, I think Bain or Styles would probably be a better pick here. But I would not be mad with the Cardinals picking all day to Maligoa here. Although I do think it's a bit of a reach talent-wise. This is about where he's projected. He's not going to make it outside the top 10, I don't think. I would be surprised if he does.
Do you think Maioga's a better offensive lineman than listen, I'll be the first one to tell you. I watched the national championship game and Ruben Bain Jr. jumped off the page to me. I've also watched the national championship game, and I'm not saying that Maioga didn't jump off the page to me. I watched Spencer Fanu play at Utah for years. I think he's a more versatile offensive lineman, and I think he's the better offensive lineman.
I disagree. Now, I'll say this with Maligoa. I do think he's going to be better at guard than tackle in the NFL.
I agree.
Because he does
you don't take a
struggle
guard
in
at
space.
3.
But at the same time, I don't know. I think that Maligoa can be a decent tackle and like an elite guard. I don't know if Fano can be a tackle at the NFL. He doesn't have really good size. He has short arms. He's a little small, like weight size. He's very weak for tackle standards.
So
like we saw him get overpowered a good bit. And now part of it was a scheme thing, and having to overcompensate for the quarterback play, but they did run a lot of 22 personnel, 2-3 tight end sets. Usually Fano had chip help at least from his tight end, especially when he was going against like higher end edge prospects, like when they played Texas Tech. I do think Fano can be a pretty good guard in the NFL or even a center. I think that's probably what he's going to end up playing. Although I do think if he goes in the top 13, like he probably will, that team's going to try him at attack when it won't be pretty.
Arizona is now picking at 3. Adam Schefter just announced it. They are not trading back. So they have made their pick. The pick is in. So I think that.
Okay, so the Cowboys are not trading up to 3. All right, so they're trading up for 6.
Okay, well, we'll see. But number 3 pick right now, the Arizona Cardinals are on the clock. I think they're going to go Jeremiah Love. All reports around them tell me Jeremiah Love. I don't think it's going to. I don't think it should be Jeremiah Love, but that's what I think the pick is.
Wasn't there like reports earlier today that the Cardinals were trying their hardest to move out of the 3 spot? So if they do end up just taking Jeremiah Love, clearly they're not that in love with him.
Yeah, I would be surprised if.
Please let it be Love.
I mean, the thing is like the Cardinals are like in our division, but I don't view them as a rival, so I don't want them to fuck up.
If it's not Love, it changes a ton for the New York Giants. So if it's Love, the Giants basically get which one of the 3 Ohio State players that falls to them. They get to pick their pick of one of them. If it's not Love, let's just say it's it could be Sonny Styles. If it's that, then the Giants are in a situation where Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles can go 3-4. Jeremiah Love is going to go number 3.
It is Jeremiah Love, yeah.
Jeremiah Love is the number 3 pick in the draft. Just signed Tyler Algier in the offseason. and now have drafted Jeremiah Love. I don't understand the pick. I don't like the pick, but I did project this pick.
I love it.
I mean, see a lot of pressure on him as a number.
I
pick.
always hate it whenever running backs get overdrafted, or they go to a team that shouldn't have picked them. Because I'm a huge running back advocate. I love running backs, and this just makes the running backs don't matter, guys. The running back haters, it just makes them look so good. Because this is a bad pick.
I agree with you.
Like he's not the best available player. He's not the his team need. There's better players at bigger needs on the board. They had the ability to trade back, and they probably, if they trade down to even 6 or 8 or maybe even 12, they probably can still get Love. Now, yeah, there is a good chance he goes 4. He makes it past 7. He's guaranteed to be there at 12.
He's not. Listen, I hear you. Jeremiah Love would have went 4 if he didn't go 3. The Titans were all locked in on him. I think that's why Jory's upset in the chat. I obviously think that the Titans were locked in on Jeremiah Love until 3 days ago. Sniping people I want. I think it's very, very clear Jeremiah Love was going to go to the Titans if they didn't go.
Meanwhile, you got Ian doing flips because they took him so the Giants can.
Yay!
So where we're at now is the Titans. So right now, currently through Fanatics, I have a perfect 3 for 3, which is beautiful. The Titans is the issue. I have Arvell Reese going here. I believe that's what I have.
Yeah, well, with how the board is shaking out, I think Reese goes there.
I think that's a really good pick for them. Robert Saleh led defense. You get him.
Yeah.
He's an athletic freak, and he's going to play on that defensive side. And I think that he'll be a great pairing in Tennessee. I definitely.
He fits the Saleh scheme really well. And he'd be able, because they signed a good bit of defensive linemen, he'd be able to get more reps at linebacker next to Cedric Gray and slowly develop into an edge, which is what I think he needs to do. So I would like Reese here at 4.
Well, the Titans are on the clock. Matt Godfrey says, awful pick. Matt, why don't you join us again, bro? Did you leave us? Thought you were part of the crew. Been gone since November. I haven't heard much from you, Brett. How do you think everything's playing out?
Interesting to say the least. I didn't expect David Bailey to go 2, and then I guess Jeremiah Love at 3 isn't shocking, even though I don't think it's the best pick possible. But you know what? I'm enjoying it so far. It's unpredictable.
I think the whole thing was like, where did Love fall? And then kind of that reshapes maybe what happens after him. Now that he's gone at 3, I feel like some teams and probably some fan bases, probably like Ian of sorts, are probably exhaling like, oh, okay, Love's gone now. Let's go get whoever. Like you said, Gene, like those Ohio State players now are out there.
All 3 of them still there. I mean, all 4 of them. You might see 4 Ohio State players drafted in the next 6 picks. I want you to think about, has that ever happened?
I mean, now it's just
whatever
UCLA at the WNBA draft
4
all over again.
Players on one team get drafted in the top 10?
That'd be crazy.
It's a good question.
I think it has before, but don't quote me on it.
I know Bryce Young, Will Anderson were 2 for Alabama. Same year.
Yeah, but they had no one else go because Gibbs went 12.
Okay.
And they had no one else go in the top 10.
4 out of the top 10 is absolutely insane. Guys, predictions. I think, are you looking it up right now?
I was about to look it up for you.
Yeah.
Look it up before you tell us. I'm going to go no.
Okay.
I got the answer.
Okay.
Oh, you have it. Okay. Don't say it yet. Yes, no, yes, no. Come on, give us a quick pick. Don't look it up.
Yes. I'm not looking it up. I'm plugging my article in this.
I'll say it probably has happened. I'll say yes.
I think it has.
All right, it has. It happened once by Michigan State in 1967. That year, Bubba Smith went first, Clint Jones went second, George Webster went fifth, and Gene Washington went eighth.
What year?
1967.
1967.
Doesn't count. Because it happened during the Super Bowl era. I'm asking seriously. The
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
era.
that's the Super Bowl era. Yeah, that's Super Bowl era.
66 is not.
60. He's a 67. Yeah, 66 is the first year of the Super Bowl. I thought.
Okay.
Do I not know my history?
That's
What Super Bowl are we at right now? 60?
Super Bowl. Oh, God, what number are we on? That's a good question.
Yeah, 2026
Cornell
will be
Tate.
Super Bowl 60.
Holy smokes. First big, I did not see this coming.
Okay.
The Tennessee Titans went out and got Cam Ward, a number one wide receiver, in Cornell Tate. The first wide receiver off the board, and it's Cornell Tate. That's very obvious what they're trying to do there. You got Brian Dable there. Going to get Cam Ward a weapon.
No way they just took Cornell Tate.
Cornell Tate went number 4 to the Tennessee Titans. I don't know why
that is shocking. I'm not gonna lie.
Shocking, but I don't disagree with it.
I do. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not super low on Cornell Tate. He was number 10 on my board. He's my wide receiver too. I don't necessarily hate it. I definitely don't like it though. This is a weird pick. Mainly because I think they should have continued to try to fill out the defense, or they should have tried to get another tackle because J.C. Latham has been really bad so far. I know he's still young, but like when you're trying to develop a young quarterback, I think you need to fill out the offensive line. And while the receiver room was really bad this year, they were also young, and they just went out and got Wan'Dale Robinson. I think they signed another like wide receiver 3 type guy. Not Naylor.
Not a wide receiver 3.
But
let me play devil's advocate for you for a minute. Hold on. Who's their head coach?
Their head coach is Robert Saleh.
Okay, so if Robert Saleh is your head coach, and he's telling you I can make water from wine out of water. Why the hell are we arguing?
Okay, I understand going offense because they did focus on defense and free agency. They did fill a lot of holes, although Arvo Reese still would have fit this defense perfectly. But at the same time, I think if Tennessee's going to go offense, I think you either need to get a wide receiver 1, which I don't think Cornell Tate is. I think Tyson's the only true receiver 1 in this class. I know he has injury issues or injury issues, concerns there, but I think he's the best receiver, and I think there's a decent gap between him and Tate. I like Tate. He's a good deep ball threat. He'll be good in the scramble drill with Cam Ward, but I don't know. That's a weird pick.
You just said a point. Let me address your point first. You said I think Jordan Tyson's the best receiver in the draft. I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing. I think he is the best receiver in the draft. However, let's stop for a minute. If you have Cornell Tate as your number 1 receiver, their measurables are almost identical. And Ohio State just doesn't fucking miss at wide receiver, bro. They don't. They're just
I don't like the helmet scout. I don't like the helmet scout. I'm not gonna lie. I get it because like yes, he has been very good. I do think the concerns that he won't be a receiver 1. I'll say saying that he was never a receiver 1 in college is kind of silly because like who he was playing behind. Like, I don't like that specific argument, but I do think his skill set is best as like the wide receiver 2.
Yeah, but they don't have a wide receiver 1.
There's not a wide receiver 1 on Tennessee for him to complement. I really liked him in New York. I really liked him going 8 to the Saints. I think you could have worked him in Cleveland or Kansas City. I think it would have been a little bit weirder, but I still think it would have worked, especially if Tyson went before. But I just don't know how much I like trying to rely on him as the number 1 because his skill set is more fit for like a wide receiver 2 type. Like this is a guy that is more of like a deep threat that can do some damage over the middle of the field. But I don't know because he's he is a bigger body receiver and he has really good ball skills and he's fine after the catch, but it's like I don't think he's the best route runner. I think he struggles to separate when he's running and breaking routes. I don't think he's the best at decelling, although he is really good deep threat. He has a good double move. He's good at he takes good angles on post. He has really good ball skills, like I said, but at the same time, those are more traits you look for in a receiver 2, not a receiver 1.
They don't have a wide receiver 1. They don't have a wide receiver 1 or 2. Yeah, Kyle.
My thing would be
no, they have a receiver 2. They have Wan'Dale Robinson and I am
not a receiver 2. Stop.
We got a Giants fan shaking his head at Wan'Dale Robinson being a number 2, but it's like
respect Wan'Dale.
By the way, your Giants are on the clock. Let's get a live reaction. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Wait. Oh, wait, no, Ian's looking at the screen. Never mind. I was about to say, don't spoil it. I'll announce it.
And also, we have a trade.
All right.
Pick.
Oh, the Chiefs just traded up to 6.
Yeah, for 6 for 974 and 148. So Chiefs are on the clock next.
Wow. Who do you think it's going to be, Ian?
I really hope it's Sonny Styles. I really like him. I feel like he's the best fit right now for the Giants and what they need. I wouldn't be mad if they took Caleb Downs here either, just because of how versatile he is and how much they need at the cornerback / safety position. So either one of those two would be great.
Well, here's a live reaction, brother. Here you go. The New York Giants with the 5th pick in the NFL draft. The New York Giants select. The New York Giants select.
Waiting for him to announce it. Oh, Gene got the Titans fan in here.
What up, Jory? You're on mute.
You're muted.
Oh, you're muted, Jory.
Oh, I was muted. My bad.
No, you're good.
I'm not mad at the pick.
I need hold on. Let me get this live reaction from Ian. Where's the pick? Let's go.
I can't watch it. So.
They're getting the pigeons to deliver it.
What are we doing here? We already had a trade for the next pick.
Commercial break.
Oh my God! All right. Jory, your thoughts? It's going to pop up in the middle of us talking. I'm trying to get that live reaction from Ian.
Right, hold on. I'm trying to get my audio together. Give me just a second because my headphones not connecting.
I'll go. We'll have time to go over the Titans pick. I just want to get this live reaction from Ian.
Like, I'm not mad at the pick. I really thought it was going to be Jeremiah Love. The Cardinals don't need a Jeremiah Love.
I don't think the Titans do either.
I could have used them more than the thing.
I think you guys getting Cardinal Tate is a better pick than Jeremiah Love.
It is for practicality, but I was sold on the fact that we were getting a running back. But I can understand why we did not get the running back. But I'm not, like, the way the offseason is gone with defensive moves, I kind of figured they probably wasn't going to go a defensive player in the first round pick with the number 1 pick.
Cardinal Tate shocked me. His over-under was 6.5.
All right, the selection is being made.
Here we go. Ian, I need to see it. Show me your face.
Rated it.
Man, the Chiefs already made
Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. What? Too much news going on.
Yeah, they're doing like some special presentation for the Giants pick.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in. I got it. I'll read it. Oh,
wait, no! Don't spoil it! Don't spoil it!
It's on.
Yeah, it's on the.
I forget y'all were looking at the screen because I'm doing 2 things at once, so I don't see the screen.
How can you mess this up?
I'm forgetting y'all have a screen to look at.
I hate this pick for the Giants.
It's horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Why did they need to go get an edge rusher? What was the
You just drafted Abdul Carter last year. You have
Marvell
Brian
Reese. Whoa, that is a very weird pick. He's
That's a stupid
he's
pick.
gonna play linebacker. He's gonna play linebacker. He's gonna play
That's
linebacker.
a
They
stupid
You
ain't
don't
drafting
draft
him to
him
play.
5 to play linebacker.
I'm driving to New York. I'm taking the reins.
You don't draft him
That's a
5 to play
stupid
linebacker. That's a bad pick.
Yes.
If
I
we
was
thought
saying-
Jeremiah Love going to the Cardinals was stupid, this one is smooth brain.
I'm gonna tell Harbaugh he's senile. I'm taking the reins. He's no longer the head coach.
I don't like that pick at all. You have a dual card you drafted last year. What do you have dual card you drafted? Number 5?
Number
Who
3.
is the Chiefs
Yeah.
pick at 6?
Yeah, Chiefs made a trade with the Browns.
I want to see what they did to do that with.
They also have Kevon Thibodeau. It's insane.
So does that
Yeah,
mean
but they're looking at.
Yeah,
They are
doesn't that
looking
mean
at
one of them's
Thibodeau.
gotta go?
They are looking to trade Thibodeau though.
Yeah.
Thibodeau's getting traded.
I feel like that
Per source,
pick.
Adam Schefter, despite drafting Arvell Reese, the Giants do not intend to trade Kevon Thibodeau, per source.
That's a lie.
So what the heck are they? What is their plan? To switch out
They
these
don't
guys?
want
Ends.
Say Arvell
Why?
Reese inside linebacker time.
Oh my god!
So who is this here? Who goes 6?
Let's see. They
Oh,
need
this
an
is Ruben
offensive
Bain.
lineman.
This is Ruben Bain. This
Or
is gonna be
Ruben
Ruben
Bain.
Bain. Unless they're taking Tyson. But I imagine they're gonna go offense with their second first.
I was hoping Tyson would fall to 10 to the Giants and Giants would get Tyson.
Tyson's a stud.
Yeah, Chiefs pick is already.
Can they hurry
Wow,
up
Reese
and
is now
announce it?
finally walking out. They took long enough on the Giants pick, so yeah, I'm sure the Chiefs have been ready with theirs.
I mean, they traded up for the pick. They knew exactly where they were going with.
Yeah. I do like that they went from down from 10 minutes to 8 minutes between each pick.
I like that too. Although it takes them a lot longer to read the picks.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
some
I
people
mean,
just can't read.
that's
So
true,
there's
yeah.
that.
I guess, Jory, what are your thoughts on Dan Moore?
He can go.
So they do need a left tackle in Tennessee.
Yeah, but I prefer JC playing his damn natural position.
Okay.
He is the flag. Like Dan Moore is the one person that would ruin a drive. The one person. In 3 straight years, I done had at least one offensive lineman that I could definitely key in on. Last year was Dan Moore. The year before that, it was, what was his face that went with the Packers? That was a Packer and the Eagles. Andre Dillard. We had him. We had Dennis Daly. Look, it's been rough. Rough, man.
I really have no thought process on where the Chiefs are going here. You keep saying Ruben Bain, but I don't know.
Do they jump up to get like Delane or Terrell here?
I mean, they could have gotten either of those guys at 9.
Right, that's the thought
But
process
like,
now.
but at the same time, the football team and the Saints are candidates to take Ruben Bain. Unless they're it's either got to be Bain or Styles. Otherwise, I don't understand why they
What if
traded
it's
up.
Caleb Downs?
They don't need
That
any
makes sense
other-
too.
It makes sense, but
I mean,
they're
they
good
don't
at
have.
developing.
They're not good at safety though.
That is true.
Maybe it's Caleb Downs. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Why would you trade up to 6 here?
Make number 5 pick make sense.
I can't. Well, that's
You
guys
can't make
talk-
that make sense.
I can't.
Ask Damien to do it. Too. He could-
Damien. A Justin Fields lover.
Oh wow, they got the replacement. They got it. It's in.
Oh, Delane.
Delane.
I don't.
Quarterback.
Don't tell me they're announcing it. They're announcing it. Don't tell me. I want to hear it. I want to hear it live. Give your reactions. Just don't say the name.
I mean, kind of did.
I mean, I called it.
What the fuck? They took that makes zero sense. They just traded up for a fucking cornerback. That is silly.
He's the best corner in the draft, and they just
no, he's not. He's not the best corner in the draft.
He is. Who's the best corner in the draft?
I think it's a toss up between Jermon McCoy and Avion Terrell.
The problem with
he's the healthiest.
Yeah, well, Jermon McCoy isn't going to play. He might even play year one.
No, he's going to play year one.
Okay. He tore his ACL in January.
Of 2025 or 2024.
I understand.
Yeah. He tore his ACL January 2025.
And now they're saying he has issues again. So I don't see him playing year one.
It'd be smart for them to sit him year one.
Is it the same ACL that he tore before?
No, he didn't tear it again. He's just having issues with his knee.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, probably like he might have to go in there and do like a cleanup procedure or something after.
I think he's great. He's Christian Gonzalez like, but I just don't think he's healthy. But we'll see. I think that you getting a top corner right here makes sense, you know. So 38 minutes ago, Jermon McCoy injury update. Surprise medical concerns cloud NFL stock. Obviously, it didn't cloud it that much. He got just drafted number 6 overall. The draft evaluation, unfortunately, has gotten complicated since then. Over the past 2 weeks, multiple NFL insiders reported that teams have red flagged McCoy's knee at his medical recheck. Some of the teams could take him off their board. Others could trade down a half a round or a full round. Connor Hughes of SNY confirmed 4 different teams flagged the knee, and the one team has removed him from their board. Tom Pelissero added, the ACL itself is healing, but the concern is a bone plug used to repair a cartilage defect in the knee.
Ooh.
So
I guess either somebody's gonna get a steal for him in like round 2 or 3, or these concerns are like legit, and he may never be what people thought he was gonna be before the injury.
Sonny Styles still sitting here at 7. They can replace Bobby Wagner right now. Caleb Downs is sitting here. That's a no-brainer. They could use an offensive tackle. The Commanders have so many different ways they can go here.
I hope they don't do a smart pick here.
I hope not either. I hope they pull a Giants and they draft another
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Pull a Giants.
Woo! Jesus Christ.
I just don't. Jordy, let me ask you a question real quick. Who's their starting edge rushers next year? Brian Burns and who? The guy they just drafted 5th? The guy they drafted 3rd last year? Or the guy they drafted 5th the year prior?
Why do you keep drafting the same position over and over again? In the first
well, Reese isn't just an edge. He plays off ball and edge. They're probably drafting him to play linebacker, and then he can develop into an edge after Thibodeau's contract.
They could have traded down and got a lineman.
But I'm along Gene's thinking, like, if you take him top 5, edge rusher is the more, I guess, sexy pick at that level. You would take him to be an edge.
Yeah, but he can do both, and they run a 3-4, so they'll be able to play in the both positions.
I'll put them all out there.
It does crowd the edge room a little bit, but he's still going to be able to get on the field. I'm not worried about that.
CEO, let me give you a thought process, right? Let me just give you a thought process when it comes to him. So we watched all 3 of these edge rushers play in the college football playoff. Mm-hmm. David Bailey, granted that granted that he was dominant. He was absolutely dominant. Reuben Bain took over the college football playoff. Arvell Reese was a ghost. He wasn't on the field. Like, you had no idea where he was at. David Bailey, regardless of that situation that happened with Texas Tech, dominated that football game.
he dominated parts of the Oregon game. I agree. I think he kind of underselling how Reese was playing. I think he was still doing his job, although he wasn't making a lot of like splash plays. I think he was still playing well in those playoff games.
That's who the Giants should have taken.
And more importantly, I think he translates better to the NFL than Bailey does.
Sonny Styles.
And he also gives you more insurance because if he doesn't work at an edge, he can play linebacker. David Bailey can't.
The Commanders are drafting their replacement for Bobby Wagner, and they just nailed
Sonny Styles.
What's I don't know why I'm drawing a blank.
The second best player in the class goes number 7. That's a great pick for Washington, and that's a team need.
It really is.
I don't. Is it? I mean, I guess Bobby Wagner's not coming back, right? Did he retire?
He's not retired, but he's not coming back, and they need a linebacker regardless.
Yeah, they need a linebacker regardless.
Well, they do have their best player on defense is a linebacker. So I give you.
Oh, they did just sign Leo Chenal. That is true, but he's like a weak side linebacker. And Styles plays everything. Styles plays the strong side, right side. He'll play overhang. He'll play in the slot. He can play on the edge.
Hello, they have Frankie Louvu.
Don't get me started on him, Mr. Jump the Line twice, fly over shit. I mean stuff.
Frankie Louvu is washed. My brother in Christ.
Man, every time I see him do that stupid stuff, I'm like, bro, how do you not get called every time? Jump in the snap.
I'm just waiting for the Browns at 9 to see what they do. See how they anger their fan base even more.
Draft a quarterback.
I mean, honestly, if they drop down to 9 and land Caleb Downs, that's a great freaking draft for them.
That would be the smart pick, yes.
Yeah, that means you're drafting a quarterback.
Bro, you imagine Ty Simpson?
I'd cry for Ty. I would cry for Ty.
Especially a day after Shedeur Sanders went out to the media saying that the feelings are different around here with Harbaugh. Monken.
Same difference.
All right, looks like the Saints are ready with their pick.
Why does the Saints need a quarterback? They don't need a quarterback. They need to stop missing on quarterback.
They kind of need a quarterback, but they probably shouldn't draft a quarterback early.
No. Actually,
I'm interested to see where this goes.
What is the Saints pick? They need to hurry up.
No.
It's going to be interesting, those preseason games, watching Watson and Shedeur fighting for that job.
Oh, boy.
Like, I'm not even sure Watson knows how to throw a football at this point.
I'll be tapped
It's
into
been
that.
Like 3 years since he's done anything. Like, it's crazy.
It's going to be hilarious.
And poor little Dylan Gabriel there just mop a duty.
Talk about a waste of a pick last year.
Oh, what'd you say, G?
Talk about a waste of a pick last year.
He sure was. But when you're Cleveland, you do confusing crap like that.
I remember just immediately laughing as soon as they picked Gabriel. I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
And then you really died when 2 rounds later, here comes the door. I'm like, what the are they doing?
No, I remember that. I was just walking into the draft, ironically, when they had drafted Shedeur, and we got to hear that pick like right off the bat. And I just looked at my old roommate. I'm like, really? No shot, Cleveland.
And then to hear Mel Kiper just, where's Shedeur? Why ain't nobody? That was ridiculous. How
he just would not stop crying about Shedeur not being picked yet. That's why I watch NFL Network and not ESPN.
I'm like, bruh, I saw a glimpse of him doing that. I'm like, I switched to the NFL Network broadcast so quick. I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and listen to him. Why is it Shedeur getting
That's your mistake for watching ESPN on the draft. Real ball knowers know NFL Network's where it's at.
Or if you're gonna watch, I mean, you'd probably rather watch ABC over ESPN.
I watch
hot.
ESPN coverage, and then I switch. I'm like, I'm not going to subject myself to this.
Feel you.
Yeah, because ESPN, it's like Mel Kiper,
you should watch the Wire to Wire Network. That's what you should watch.
Right.
You should be watching Wire to Wire Network. We'll give you a little bit better breakdown.
They actually break down the players. They actually talk about them. I don't just spew narratives the whole time.
It's funny because I was on here last
year. Narrative. See ya.
Mel Kiper doesn't watch football. He just speaks in superlatives.
I mean, he's been doing it for like 40 years. Talk. At this point, he's just there for the check.
Yeah. The only thing that Mel Kiper provides is he has insight with like GMs and shit, but he doesn't even do a good job of like portraying what NFL front offices are thinking. So there's no reason to listen to him other than entertainment value. It can be kind of entertaining to watch him just scream and be dumb.
I think the Saints have to go. Am I tripping to think that the Saints are going to take Ruben Bain?
Probably no.
I could see them going a few different spots here. I could see them going Bain. I could see them going. I could really see them going Malagoa to get Cesar Ruiz off the line. I could see them going Tyson here. I don't think it's probably going to happen, but I wouldn't be mad if they took Peter Woods here. Give him a force in the run game next to Brian Bresee. I think there's a few different ways you can go here. They can take Caleb Downs, and that's not a bad pick. Like, there's a lot of options here, although I think this is probably going to be Bain. Bain or Tyson would be my guess.
Well, the pick is been in, so.
I feel like the 8-minute thing is a myth now. These picks are taking like 15
the picks have been in longer than 10 minutes. We've been sitting here for a while.
Dude, we're 57 minutes into the draft and we're at pick 8.
Yeah.
And then the Giants going to do something stupid again.
I don't know if you can handle that.
They're going
to make up for it again. They're going to make up for it at 10.
They better. They better make up for it at 10.
Coming.
No. If it's another edge rusher, I'm going to be on the news.
What if they trade the pick?
TJ Parker, number 10? Question mark.
Yeah, what if they did another trade?
I wouldn't be mad if they traded back.
Honestly, it would be smarter than to trade down.
Get another date.
Because I'm sure one of those receiver needy teams would be willing to trade up like 10 plus spots.
Yeah, but there's
you could probably get like a second out of it, or maybe a future first.
Well, they don't have a lot of capital in the mid round, so
why?
They can have.
All right, Goodell is on the podium.
Oh boy!
Finesse Dallas for the 12th and 21st pick or 20th. Pick.
Exactly. You probably could. Dallas is ran by idiots.
You nailed it.
All right, let's see what the pick is.
No.
Okay. Giving Shuck a receiver.
Jordan Tyson out of Arizona State. Jordan Tyson out of Arizona State.
Okay.
That's a good pick. They just sniped the Browns. I think I know the Browns are taking.
Well, they got to take Caleb at this point, right? Ohio State kid, Cleveland, like that makes too much sense.
It would make no sense. If they go defense here, their GM is getting fired before 24 is up.
Yep.
There's no reason for them to take defense here. Caleb is great, and like he would just make the defense all the better. They probably have the worst offense in the entire league. They even with the linemen they signed, they still have gaping holes on the line. They still have 1.5 NFL caliber wide receivers on the roster. They have to go offense here. I think Caden Proctor's probably going to be the pick. I heard some smoke that's who they like at 6, which makes sense why they would trade down. Tyson just went at 8. Lemon's the only receiver getting talks of going this high. And I don't like him in Cleveland. I don't think it'd make a lot of sense when they already have a slot receiver in Jerry Jeudy. And I don't think he's a guy you want to try to force to play outside. You wanted to, at the very least, be able to play both. And in my opinion, Proctor's the best offensive lineman in this draft. So I think that'd be a fantastic pick for him.
I don't want him to rot in Cleveland.
He won't rot.
Yes, he is gonna rot.
They'll get it together eventually.
No.
Yeah, by the time he's on his like third contract.
Saying that.
He got too much talent to be wasted in Cleveland. Protect the quarterbacks that collectively ain't worth a damn. I'd rather see him in Detroit.
I think Jordan Tyson's not a bad pick too.
That's a great pick. It's a fantastic pick. That's
Will
a solid A. We've had back-to-back A's.
What's up, Will?
He wants so bad to be by everybody.
Actually, really, for real, on the real, I wanted Caden Proctor at 4 because I know I needed an offensive lineman. And him and JC went to school together, and I felt like that was like a match made in heaven. That was just me being delusional. Just being delusional.
I'm not shocked that you wanted an Alabama player.
Look, and that's why I don't want Ty Simpson going to the Jets, and I don't want Caden Proctor going to the damn Browns.
Are you an Alabama fan?
Yes, I went there.
No.
Oh, you went to Alabama? I did too.
When?
I mean, Tyson is crying his eyes out right now. He's loving it.
Oh boy.
I mean, Tyler Shough had a very good rookie season, especially the back half of the year.
I kept telling Will, just play Shough.
He sure did hate on Shough all day.
He's
All
not
year.
even the best quarterback on his own team. Rattler clears.
I don't agree with that. I mean, I think we watched both those quarterbacks play last year. Shough won a lot more football games, and he has a lot like experience in the NFL. I don't think he's trash. I think Rattler played better than what his record would indicate. I think he can be a serviceable starter in the league and in the right situation. Like we look at what happened with Brock Purdy. If Spencer Rattler walked into the right situation, I think he can be a really good quarterback for a team. I just think Tyler Shough went in there and played his ass off, and we're not, you know, we all forget that he didn't start the first 7 games of the season. And I think, where did he go? Like 7-5 down the stretch? It's not bad.
Mm-hmm. You know, if anybody needs a backup quarterback, I have one available. His name is William. Him and his stupid shoulder and his mayonnaise commercial can get the hell out of Nashville. Come get him for a 7th round pick.
No one wants Will. He sucks.
I told you on draft night, Will Levis was a terrible pick, Jordan. You did not want to believe
I tried to give him a chance.
Yeah.
Listen, there's a few
and it
players.
didn't take long for you to hate him too, Jordan.
It didn't take me long.
There's a few players I'm absolutely sure about. And if I sit here and tell you I'm absolutely sure a player's a bust, trust me. Anthony Richardson was a guy I got on here. I told you guys Anthony Richardson was a bust.
Oh, we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, but at 4, I see, you know, Jordan, you might have known that. But I want to take you guys all back that year. And I'm telling you, Anthony Richardson was compared to Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Like,
anyone that said that didn't know what they were talking about.
Spencer Fanu.
Yeah, to the Browns.
They went with the offensive tackle out of Utah, who I think is the best tackle in this draft.
I ain't got to watch the Browns, even though technically I do because of Judy. But Judy's
Spencer Fano. Yeah, the Browns just Browns. They are idiots.
I disagree. I think he's the better offensive tackle. I said that earlier. I think he's more versatile. You know, and I think that when you're looking at Spencer Fanu, he's done it at Utah. He's played very well. I think he's going to play great into his system. I have zero issue with that pick.
So Caleb Downs, the Giants, then?
That's insane. I hope not. No, don't take.
Otherwise, Ian's going to be up in New York by the morning.
Still available. They need our edge rusher.
Oh my God! If they take fucking Ruben Baines, I'm done.
Well,
the edge rushers.
Well, don't worry, Ian. The pick is actually going to be T.J. Parker. You're good. You're saved.
Oh, thank goodness. Nope. This better be Caleb Downs.
Yeah, Caleb Downs is a very good pick here. I think it's the best player in the draft. We talked about that earlier.
Like, I understand not taking a safety so high, but when he's been so electric at the collegiate level, for him to fall to 10 is just asinine.
I like Caleb Downs, but I'm going to hate him about those stupid comments he made about Alabama. You were there for a fart because you couldn't get off the bench. Shut up.
Didn't take Caleb Downs.
It wasn't Downs.
What?
No. What Francis Maioga. Whatever you pronounce his name. They took the tackle.
I think that's a terrible pick.
Well, we're all for two.
Maligoa number 10. I don't hate that at all. I do not hate that pick at all. That's a solid pick for the Giants.
I'm going to disagree.
Beef up the offensive line. You get the best guard in the draft. They can play right tackle if needed.
If Caleb Downs falls to Dallas, Jerry is
just say we have a trade. Cowboys are now on the clock at 11.
Oh God, here we go.
They just traded up to get him.
That has to be what they're doing.
It's not funny.
Like, that's such a Cowboys thing to do. Trade up one spot.
It's okay, Gene. They won't keep him.
They're not going to keep him, and you know that. Jerry's just going to play these stupid games, and then in 5 seasons, he'll be playing somewhere else.
Oh, my God. And the Dolphins. I hate the Dolphins for this.
I mean, you should hate the Dolphins anyway.
The Dolphins are stupid anyway, so there's that.
The Dallas Cowboys are going to get the best player in this draft.
Please, and Cowboys fans will be like, "This is our year," and then, like usual, it won't be.
Oh my God! With this guy, it might be. Jesus Christ, guys! I'm going to make a statement. I'm going to take a statement on record, and I hate making these statements, but I do them often, and I'm very often not wrong when I say them.
Okay.
The last time I made a statement like this, I said Patrick Mahomes is the Michael Jordan of NFL. I said that 5 years ago, and then he won 2 Super Bowls. Okay. I'm going to make a statement right now. Caleb Downs is the Ed Reed. And I think he's the next Ed Reed. And I'm not saying he'll be as great as the greatest safety ever. Caleb Downs is fucking Ed Reed. And if he goes to Dallas, I'm going to throw up. Because that's how good he is. Like, I scouted Kyle Hamilton, and Kyle Hamilton was one of the best safeties I've ever seen come out of college. I had him ranked as the number 1 prospect the year he came out, number 14, and I was dead right. And I'm going to say it again. Caleb Downs is better than Kyle Hamilton.
He is. Well, I think Kyle Hamilton is overrated anyway.
I know you don't like the Ravens, but Kyle Hamilton's a great safety. I think he's the best safety in football right now.
I will tell you he is. I just don't like the team that he plays for.
That's fair. I understand.
That's him.
Yeah,
and you guys know who their defensive coordinator is, right? Does everybody know who the Cowboys defensive coordinator is? Everybody?
Isn't it?
I almost said Eberflus.
He's the youngest.
Yeah, I thought they fired Eberflus.
Yeah, they
fired Eberflus.
They hired the Eagles defensive backs coach, Christian Parker. He's the youngest defensive coordinator, and Reed Blankenship and Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell all literally lauded how much they love this guy leaving. And if a secondary coach is your defensive coordinator and he's in your room and you see Caleb Downs on the board and what he did with Reed Blankenship, this is Caleb Downs. It sucks.
Okay, so it was. Yep. So the pick trade is pick number 11 for picks 12, 177, and 180. So Dolphins got 3 picks.
One spot.
Yep.
Oh, Jerry.
It's not bad. If he's getting Caleb Downs, who cares?
What if it's not?
If it's not Caleb Downs, I might throw a party. Party at my house. I'm sick right now, guys. I might have to leave.
You know what? As long as he doesn't go to Baltimore, I don't care where Caleb Downs goes.
Gene, would you have been as sick if the Giants took Caleb Downs?
No, because they're just a culture of losers.
Thanks.
I'm just kidding, obviously. No, I wouldn't have been as sick. Listen, I hate the Giants. I live with a Giants fan. But there's nobody in Philadelphia, no team in Philadelphia that we hate more than the Cowboys. And I have like 1 million Caleb Downs rookie cards, rookie autos, all that. And I wanted to root for this kid in the NFL, and he's going to go to my most hated team.
I understand that.
I'm praying. Hold on, let me get on my knees. I'm getting on my knees.
I need them to hurry up and announce this kid.
No,
I'll pray with you, Gene.
I'm praying.
We already know what it is.
If you do not let this happen to me, dear God, I'll give up something. I don't know, but please. I'm on my knees right now.
You got to manifest who the pick's going to be if it's not Downs.
Listen, what? Anybody but Downs. It's fine.
Hakeem Mesidor is probably going to be the pick, knowing Dallas.
Oh, my God, bro. I throw a party. Oh, my God, I'm sick. Please. Oh, Adam Schefter just tweeted. So Dexter Lawrence for Francis Mayagu.
Not good.
Well, what do you not like about that pick? Is this because you could have had Caleb Downs?
I just don't think with the linemen that we had, we were that bad where we needed to add an offensive lineman right now, whereas our defensive backs were a huge major need last year. I think coverage was a huge issue that the Giants had, and Sonny Styles would have helped with coverage and off ball, which would have been great for the run defense, and Caleb Downs would have been great with the pass. So
I'm literally saying prayers. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Our Father who art in heaven. Like, come on, dude. Bro,
I mean,
campaign. Our Father Art, who's up in heaven, hallowed be his name.
Amen.
I mean, John Runyon and Evan Neal as your guards.
Evan Neal's not going to be on the team. He's just practice squad guy. He's fine.
So Daniel Falele is going to be your starting right guard? So Daniel Falele would have been your right guard? Yeah, that's a fantastic pick.
No. He's not a starting right guard either. He's practice squad guy too.
Then who's your starting right guard?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't now because Malago is your right guard. It sounds like you don't have one.
No, we're fine. We were fine.
Our Father Art.
Oh, you're coping. You just wanted Caleb Downs. Okay.
because our line wasn't the issue.
No,
it definitely wasn't the solution.
No, you son of a bitch! No, you fucking scumbags! That's funny. Fuck all you guys. Don't laugh at me.
Woo!
All I'm gonna say is somebody check on Michael Irvin because you know that's partying hard right now. He's probably whipping that trash can again.
The Colombian Bam Bam on lock at his house right now. He's letting everybody in.
I'm done. I might destroy a Caleb Downs card right now. I have your pre-autograph rookie, you scumbag.
Sell out for Jerry Jones.
It's not his fault. He got drafted by him.
Has anybody ever said no when they call?
Eli Manning.
Eli Manning.
All I gotta do, say no. No, thanks. I want to go to the Giants.
Now, if you see where the Chargers were, it was the Chargers that he said no to. Was it? Who said no to the Chargers?
So
My
now
football knowledge is
the Dolphins go Bane. They could probably use some pass rush.
No, they couldn't. The Dolphins fucking take a pass rusher every goddamn year.
They sure do. They need offensive linemen. That's the main reason why they got Tua's head turned into noodles.
They just took Chop Robinson a couple years ago. All they do is take.
No, I forgot about Chop.
Pork chop. That's what I call them.
Fuck, man.
What are the Knicks doing? Let me check on that.
Well, this draft could not have gone any worse.
Oh, I was going to say Atlanta traded their first round pick. I was going to say they could use an edge rusher. Then
they traded it for a crash dummy.
Well, apparently, all he has to do is participate in some intervention class, and then all the Chargers agree.
Rakia agreed to that, so I'm not even finna trip because
neither of
they
us.
yeah.
It's a slap on the wrist.
But the fact that she agreed to it makes me less mad. So
well, it's only a solid
Jackson agreed to it
for 6 months.
Yeah, Ricky agreed to it.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it a little bit different.
Yeah.
But as long as she agreed to it, I guess.
Guys, I need therapy.
what are the Knicks doing?
Huh? What are Hooters?
Oh, it's another year where the Giants miss on 2 first-round picks.
Well, that's what you get when you fire the coach and keep the GM.
Yeah, GM sucks too.
Yeah, he's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Go to a franchise who keeps going on carousels, fire the coach, then fire the GM. No, fire both of them up at the same time.
I agree with you. He should have been gone.
Brian Callahan should not have had the opportunity to work with boards.
Nope.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
I'm going home.
Yeah, so that was easily the best pick in the draft so far.
I hate every one of you guys.
We love you too.
Do you want an edge rusher, Gene?
They have plenty of
I want Caleb Downs not to be a Cowboy.
All right, I'll see what I can do. He's gonna be a Giant though.
Oh, no,
well, the fact that he is a Cowboy, it doesn't matter how well he plays. The Cowboys will Cowboy, and eventually, and they're just not going to get past the second round of the playoffs. So you could be happy about that, Gene.
Well,
what was the last great safety that they had? Was that Roy Williams?
Last great safety the Cowboys had?
The last great safety that they had was probably, I don't know, Barry Church.
Oh, the Hawks are beating up on the
or Eric Church. Right. Yeah, Barry Church is his name.
Yeah, Eric. I would say Barry Church. Like, oh,
yeah.
Caden Proctor to the Dolphins.
Don't hate it.
Took Caden Proctor.
I don't hate that. I'd rather see him in Detroit, but whatever.
Hey, I like it.
So the Rams, do you think they're going to get another brain at wide receiver?
Now, what overrated secondary player are the Ravens going to pick? Or what first-round receiver are they going to ruin? Or which offensive lineman are they going to pick and not pay in 5 years?
Because they're going to take Jermon McCoy now.
And are they going to draft Madubuike's replacement? Because I know they're expecting him to get him back. At the same time, you need to start drafting his replacement because it's not going to be for long.
Well, if Ruben Baines falls to them, that'd be a perfect pick.
Oh, hell no. I'll cry.
Yeah, every Ravens fan will sit there and claim the Super Bowl for that game.
Oh, my God. Talking about an insufferable fan base.
Yeah.
The fan base annoying as hell anyway.
I've quit this draft. It's not funny. Stop laughing at me.
Gene, the Eagles will draft some guy from Georgia that's gotten into multiple car wrecks and killed some people, and he'll be an NFL stud.
Hey, you better watch your mouth about talking about Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is a saint. They call him King Jalen.
I do like what he did to Prescott. I will admit
When he
I
spit
did
on
like
him
that.
or spit at him.
Yeah.
You call him Saint Prescott.
I
Well,
love that.
Dak baited him into that, and that crash out just had to do that right before the game.
Yeah, that was great. I loved it. An ejection less than a minute into the game. That was awesome. All at Dak.
Guys, I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Your Georgia pick isn't in yet.
You want to fight?
I said I was going to bed when my fire stick didn't want to work. Well, we've all been there. I said I'm just gonna go to bed.
In the past 3 years, how many top first round picks from Georgia have the Eagles taken?
A lot. It's either Georgia, Alabama. He knows where the best players are. Howie knows. And don't cry about Jalen coming from Oklahoma, because where he start at?
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
I'd say I think the Packers took 2 Georgia guys in the same first round a couple of years ago. Our Quay Walker, Devontae Wyatt draft.
They only have one now, so it's fine.
Good. I'm happy Quay's gone. I knew he'd get overpaid in free agency.
I'm just glad the Giants didn't giant and overpay Wandale.
First team I thought that was going to overpay. I was like, this sounds like the Giants thing to do. They did it with Blake Martinez. Now they can do it with Quay Walker.
Kenny Galladay.
I need a break.
Come on, announce the pick.
All right, real quick. This is another amazing pick. We're actually getting some good picks now. I really like that pick for Alabama or for Miami. He got the best offensive lineman in the draft. He does have some issues staying in shape. His motor can be a little iffy at times, but he has a very rare combination of size, strength, and movement skills. If he can just be coached up well, keep a straight head on his shoulders, Miami has a top 5 tackle in the league for the next decade. And as a Malik Willis and Quinn Ewers fan, one of the two is going to work out. And I'm happy that he's going to be protecting either of them, probably Malik Willis.
I just don't think that Miami has a good offensive line coach.
I mean, Aaron Brewer became pretty good with them, and he wasn't very good before he got there. So
yes, he was. He was pretty decent at Tennessee. So
he was decent at Tennessee. He's the second best center in the league at Miami.
But to say that he was trash before he got there is not.
I didn't say he was trash. I just said he wasn't very good, especially compared to how good he is now. Like, he's legitimately the second best center in the NFL.
That I will agree with.
Like, he did improve a lot after he got to Miami. So now, to be fair, the rest of their offensive line fucking sucks. But
it sure does.
Now they might have 2 good offensive linemen. I will say Proctor's bust percentage is probably a little bit higher for a guy that I have rated as high as I do. But his bust percentage is still lower than Spencer Fano, who doesn't have a definite position in the NFL. So the Dolphins have that going for them. The Browns are idiots. I'm about to go get some.
Receiver.
Yeah,
they have a 350-pound one now.
Yeah, you can get some carries of Wildcat. Wait, I'm about to be right back. Give me a second.
I'm gone.
Oh.
Where'd you go, Gene?
I left.
He went to bed.
I'm saying I like the Proctor pick. I think it's just a team that needed to get a tougher up front anyway. It's a good spot to pick for the O-line.
I just hope y'all know I'm finna nitpick the hell out of this Ravens pick.
I'm ready for it.
I'm about to nitpick and complain.
It's all right.
Yep.
Better be meaner than you were to me about the Giants pick. So
I sure was. I sure am because I hate them. I don't dislike the Giants. I hate the Ravens.
I was gonna say we haven't done anything in like I don't know a long time since 2016, 10 years.
Mm-hmm. I hate the Ravens. I hate their stupid ass fan base. I hate that stupid ass uniform. I don't like their colors. Poe is ugly, and so is the other damn bird. Edgar, what was the fuck? Yeah, him. He was ugly.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Crow.
Their new design. Their new design looks like a kid drew it. They make me sick. They need to give me my running back. Y'all not using them properly. Give them back.
And keep him out of a whole half of a game.
Yes, give him back.
They got Justice Hill running the ball. That's fine.
Exactly. They don't need a Derrick Henry. They have Keaton Mitchell and Justice Hill. Actually, Keaton Mitchell left. They have Justice Hill.
They lost Keaton Mitchell.
They don't have Tyler Linderbaum protecting his ass either. So, send me my running back.
All right,
the big loss is Alele's gone now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the Giants.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, team got him.
Please take Monroe Freeling, Rams. I'm begging. As a Seahawks fan, don't take a good player. Please take Monroe Freeling. Or Denzel Boston. Yeah, take Denzel Boston. He's supposed to go.
Whoa!
That's what I'm looking for. I want Denzel Boston to go here. I want the worst pick. I want the worst pick possible for the Rams. So I'm rooting for Denzel Boston.
I think you might like this one.
Or Caleb Bowman.
What?
Denzel Boston.
What?
Don't spoil this pick. Do not spoil
what?
the pick. I want to hear this live.
Go Ty. Go Ty. He can sit behind Stafford. Go Ty. It's not
Wow.
What is Sean McVay thinking?
He likes him.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's an ego pick. Sean McVay's like, I'll make Ty Simpson the next match staff.
I love to see it.
The Rams F that pick, and that's that mentality.
I love it. I love it. That's a great pick.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you,
It's
Sean
crazy that
McVay.
all the talk was like, will the Jets trade back into the bottom of the first or the Cardinals to get Ty Simpson, and he goes 13th to the Rams.
Oh, that means Carson Beck's going in the first round.
Oh, hell no. Look, he's hard to look at. I'm tired of Beck terrorizing.
I'm so happy right now. You don't know how happy I am. The Rams. Oh, that's literally best case scenario for me.
Yeah.
I thought for sure they were gonna get Mekhi Lemon.
The Rams clearly think like the team that they have right now is Super Bowl ready because they're taking a guy who's not even going to start for them
for the next 3 years overall, and won't be good when he does.
There we go. Carson Beck's going to go to pick, and it'll be the funniest thing ever.
No, Carson Beck will go to the Indy just to spite Jory, so that way she has to look at him at least twice a year.
Oh, well, he'll be covered in Jeffrey Simmons and whoever the fuck else. So that'll be more.
Oh,
that'll be more serviceable.
Say, trust me, the 24th picking it would be just the funniest thing ever. Be the greatest reaction of all time.
All right.
Who has the 24th pick?
Cleveland. They got it in that Travis Hunter trade last year.
Oh, Jesus.
But I mean, well, I guess think about that. If you were looking for a quarterback, Stinson was, I guess, the second quarterback. If he goes 13th, some team might get antsy to move up to take whoever they have as their third quarterback if they needed one.
And you get quite a haul if you're Cleveland. I mean, get another first round next year, maybe another second round the following year, and get a second round this year. I mean, that helps with the rebuild process. But then again, you're Cleveland, so.
Let me see who the Ravens decide to pick so I can fire their ass up.
I kind of feel like what Minter's there now.
Hey,
Ruben
Carter, the
Bain.
Ravens are picking Carter.
I say it feels like it's going to be Bane for the Ravens.
It
I'm gonna
just
try.
it feels like it should be, especially with Minter being there now. He's definitely going to go defense.
Yeah.
Say Bane or Peter Woods to replace Matabuke.
Say Bane.
I feel like it's one of those two. You got to go D line here if you're the Ravens, I'd imagine.
I mean,
Or Keldrick
the
Fall.
Ravens' issues were getting after the quarterback.
And Falele.
Oh, they picked
Well,
one.
I mean, he's a special category himself.
We got
he's a
him.
special category of issue.
Ian, scale of 1 to 10. How excited are you for that Evan Neal Falele guard duo?
Man.
Well, if they're taking Make-A-Wish applications, I would like to apply.
I'm like, how do you just put trash and more trash right next to each other? You just trying to make magical trash? The hell?
Well, if you put trash next to trash, it cancels out.
I'm not.
That's not how that works.
That's what Shane is thinking.
Harbaugh's
If you put
thinking-
trash next to that trash, you get good.
Harbaugh's thinking that one of them will push the other to a great level.
Yeah, if you put good on the outside and trash in the
Godfrey.
middle, it kind of cancels
What's
it
up?
out.
What's up, Godfrey?
Yeah, this pick shows Sean McVay's arrogance.
Yeah.
That's what I said. That's
like
clearly what this is.
Man, you did not have to pick him at pick 13.
They didn't, but
No, they probably did. They would have had to trade back into the first, and they don't have the capital to do
Man,
that.
I don't think he was going in the first. I mean, I know
He was. He was either going to go
Who?
late first or very beginning of the second. I think he was going to trade back in.
second round pick.
Yeah, it would have been
I mean,
33 or 34.
the
which might as
rumor
well
was
be a
like
first.
bottom of the first round. The Jets or the Cardinals traded back in to get Ty Simpson. I mean, did the Rams think
he
like
could
the
be
Jets
good,
are
but like
sitting at
Booger
16
said,
looking to take him?
Oh.
You dropped my computer. Fuck.
Godfrey,
How many
what was your
starts?
reaction
Oh.
to Caleb Downs?
There we go. And we're back.
Oh. It's not.
Oh, they didn't take Bain.
Vega.
Or Woods.
They're an
Okay.
idiot.
Yeah,
They're
they
idiots.
took, yeah.
By the way,
Idiot.
that pickup by Arizona was awful. Awful pick.
Oh,
Idiot.
Jeremiah Love.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's...
you need so much stuff. Like what is why do you sign Tyler Algier? Why do you draft Trey Benson 2 years before? Why do you
Carter.
Watch, every Ravens fan's gonna act like this is the greatest pick ever. They don't even know who this guy is.
No, it's not.
Great pick from the Ravens. We're back on track to good picks being
I don't know if you guys
More
know this, but
obvious
he's the
pick.
10th cousin of The Rock.
This was one of the more obvious picks in the draft.
Wait, is he
Stop
really
giving
the
them
10th?
I feel
Compliment.
like most people were predicting this after the whole.
Yeah, I
draft
saw a couple
debacle.
mock drafts where they did have this guy going to Baltimore. Obviously, because they needed O-line help.
Well, because they neglected the offensive line because Lamar is Superman and Lamar can do everything. And Daniel Falele was serviceable for the past 4 years.
Lamar
Dumbass.
can't do
Once again,
everything.
he's gonna be like, "We got him."
Got him. I found him.
If I see that one Ravens fan I like to argue with, say some crazy crap about oh, I like our pick. You didn't even watch that damn pick in college. Shut up.
Are we
Harbaugh found
sure
Falele
are we
waiting
sure
for the
he's
bus.
watching
Ty
the draft?
Simpson, man,
Baltimore.
15 starts. That's I don't know.
Yeah, but
Do
if he
the
was going to go
Bucs take
round
Bain?
one, the Rams were the team to take him. This is literally a perfect.
Exactly.
Who
That's
did
the
jump-
perfect.
who do they have to
situation
jump to
for him
13 to get
develop.
him?
No. They could have traded back, they don't have any.
Unless if they thought
they don't
that
have
if they
any
traded
huge
back,
needs other
some
than
team was going to
linebackers,
take
so
him.
it's-
I don't understand.
I mean, is
Tyson
Stafford
draft
retiring
pick.
after this year? I mean, that's why you would make that pick, right? I mean,
I would
He's
think.
either retiring after this year or the next. But he's going to be done within the next 2 to 3 seasons.
I give it 2 max. I think he plays this year and next year, and then he's
But
done.
But isn't the
Yeah,
thought
because
process
his
that
wife
the
is going to make him
quarterback
do it.
wasn't the quarterback class better next year?
It's a
Right.
lot better.
It
than this.
is.
So
It's
wouldn't
only
you
better
have done
because
that
Arch
next year
last
with
name
so
is
Vincent?
Manning.
you outsmart everybody by overpaying for your quarterback the year before. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Big brain.
What
I don't know, man. We'll see. He's better than this guy, but that has Kenny Pickett vibes all over it, in my opinion.
Kenny Pickett was actually my player comp for Ty Simpson.
Wait, that's your comp for him?
That was my player comp. Was a mixture of Kenny. He was a mixture of Kenny Pickett and Jacoby Brissett.
That's not good for a first round pick.
Wait, if that's the comp,
that's
he goes
terrible.
13.
I mean, he was 54 on my board. I had a French second round grade on him.
All right, so I think the kid from LSU is better quarterback than Ty Simpson. Must not.
I had them next.
Hell no. Let me go to bed.
No, listen, he got screwed over in that whole Danny Daniels situation by Brian Kelly.
Nussmeier is not better than
Nussmeier.
I mean, he got his. If there's anybody who should have transferred to school, that kid got misdiagnosed at LSU by their staff. They misdiagnosed his injury, mistreated it. I don't know that I would have been out.
That means he should have just sued him.
He should have left. He should have. You know what I mean?
Millions of dollars. I'm suing the shit out of them for medical malpractice.
Yeah, we'll see. That kid and his dad's an offensive coordinator in the NFL, right, for the Saints.
Yeah,
Mustnire. Isn't his dad OC?
I think so. I could be wrong. I think it's like a QB coach or something.
Maybe he's a QB coach. I could be wrong.
So I Googled like Ty Simpson comparisons, and what I've seen is Brock Purdy, Jared Goff.
Yeah. Google comps are always going to be.
Well, if that's Jared Goff,
I'm just saying that's what I was just wondering, because we know sometimes these projections can vary like crazy. So I was just interested.
If he's McVay's Goff, that means he's going to trade him right after
Right.
So. I think 13 was early, but if you're gonna get your guy, get your guy.
Yeah, I'd rather get him now. Well, the minute the Vikings tried to get their guy, and that turned out in spectacular fashion.
I love that. I love the Vikings.
But didn't they? Don't they have a history of drafting? They drafted Stetson Bennett, who drank his way out of the league, right?
No, he's still on the Rams.
He's still on the roster. He just hurt.
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay.
He's
like 80, right?
Oh, was he like 28 or something? No, I think he's younger than I thought he was, but he's an older quarterback. Well, clearly they don't believe in him being the heir apparent to Stafford because they went and got Ty Simpson.
Look, I
got Goff.
to watch Ty in Cleveland or Arizona or New York.
Yeah, if you're Ty Simpson, you love the fact you're in LA.
Yeah, that's good for him. No pressure.
Right.
Yeah.
You can sit behind one of the greatest to throw the ball. Like, come on now. I didn't say the.
Unless McVay screws him and retires when Stafford retires.
He sure would. That would be such a McVay move.
That would be a McVay thing to do. I mean, he almost left a couple of years ago.
Yeah, because the Rams said Epton picks, and he just got all sad. I'm like, not realizing that when you say Epton picks, this is what you go through.
You got to be tanking if you're the Cardinals, right? We know the Dolphins are tanking this year.
Let me tell you something about the Cardinals. Their
know that for sure. We don't know that for sure.
They're gonna burn it up with Jacoby Brissett at quarterback.
You said the Dolphins. The Dolphins have Malik Willis.
They're come on now, stop. Come on, that they could get out of that contract after 1 year.
Dane to the Bucks.
Yeah, the Bucks took Ruben Bain. That Todd Bowles makes a lot of sense.
Yep, and the fact that they lost Levante David, who retired, drafted his replacement.
Levante David lasted a long time in the league.
He talked too damn much. He get on my nerves.
I mean, that's true, but I mean.
Well, the Cardinals, they're just doing a whole bunch of I don't know because guess what? Monty Ossenfort, their GM, was working under John Robinson. And you know what John Robinson did?
That's a great pick.
You know what John Robinson did? Like on draft night.
Yep.
First off,
do I need to remember that?
I don't believe in him not because I don't think he can play. If he's gonna play, you're going to have to put him in a run-heavy offense with a great offensive line. That's what they had in Green Bay, okay? You're going to have to take if you're going to have him throwing the ball 40 times because you have no defense and you have no O-line, the cupboard is bare. They traded Waddle. I don't know why they still have A-Chain. You might as well run Ollie Gordon out there. Right, yeah,
when they were trading guys away, I agree with you. I don't know why they stopped at A-Chain and was like, no, this is the guy we're keeping.
They're going to – the tanking, in my opinion, is going to be so bad this year because there's so many quarterbacks and everybody wants the Manning.
Yeah.
He's not even all of that.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but I still think he gets a bump just because of his last name.
You know what?
He needs a big year at Texas for me.
He's not going to have one.
I don't know. Malik Willis, I would like to see him do well.
I really do want to see him.
I mean, the Jets are going to burn it up with Geno Smith. I mean, he's going to take him to the promised land according to Aaron Glenn. So,
I mean, yeah, if you look at both situations, like you'd rather have Malik Willis than Geno Smith.
Ty Simpson.
What's up, Gene?
Ty Simpson going to Rams is laughably bad.
I agree.
That's what we've been saying. Like this is in like McVay ego pick.
Laughably bad.
I like the plan, but I don't think I'm doing that at 13.
You could have got him in the second round or late first draft.
But I'm just saying the Rams are telling everybody we are Super Bowl ready now. We have the luxury of taking our future quarterback 13th overall.
I feel like every mock drafter in the world had them taking a receiver, right?
By the way, any mock draft that had him taking a receiver is wild too.
I think it's wild too, but I don't know.
What receiver are you taking in the first round? This is the problem people don't get, right? So a lot of them had him taking Jordan Tyson. That was what I've seen a lot of people at 13.
I like that guy.
He's great, but here's the problem. Jordan Tyson's not going to go on a team to be a third receiver. He's just not who he is. So you have the guy that is the number one targets receiver in football for the last 2 years combined in Puka Nacua on your roster. So like Jordan Tyson, that's a terrible spot for him. That's a terrible place for him to develop.
I think a lot of people think that they're wondering what's going to happen with Puka personally too.
He's traded up to 6 to get the win.
The fact that Puka went to fucking rehab because his ass don't know how to behave is ridiculous.
Yeah, you don't know how to behave.
That is ridiculous.
Accurate statement.
He went to the Tiger Woods rehab.
He went to rehab to learn how to behave. Sir, your mama didn't whoop your butt enough to know that you just can't be acting out wild.
That reminded me of Tiger Woods. Like, I have to go to rehab for sex addiction. I was like, okay, buddy.
Okay, no, that's actually a thing. I know a few of them, but look, bad behavior.
Thing?
Huh? What, Gene?
That's actually a thing.
Sex addiction?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm addicted to sex too. And I think anybody that is an adult.
No, when they say like sex addiction, that's
Jets.
Listen, I ain't saying it's right,
Jets
and I'm not saying
end.
it's valid. All I know is when he got the stuffing beat out of him by his Swedish wife, when she found out he was banging on the porn tail, that's when it went off the haywire right there. And he was like, "I'm addicted to sex. I need help. I need therapy. I can't help myself."
It's so ridiculous.
It can be an absolute yeah.
Did you guys see the Tiger Woods
Kenyan
documentary?
Okay.
If I was a billionaire and I was Tiger Woods, I'd be addicted to sex too.
Did you see the documentary from Tiger Woods?
No, I don't need to.
No.
Oh, it was great, and it explains a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Well, it don't explain why he was in the back of a cop car screaming not that long ago.
Yeah.
I'm hard to put on too. I'm like, bro, quit flipping cars.
Am I tripping?
Give me one of them shit.
I know.
Did you just pick a tight end?
Yeah. Kenyan Sadiq.
Jets took Kenyan Sadiq out of Oregon.
I don't like that pick because they had so much more worry.
Sam, are you alive?
The Jets are jetting. You love to see it. The Jets are just making the worst possible picks they can make at every turn.
I mean,
I
the
love
Lions. Does it sit? Dan Campbell was an old tight end, right? Maybe he's making the picks. I don't get it. Like, what is Laporta's career over? Like, I don't understand what just happened.
No, the Jets picked.
No, the
Lions.
Jets.
Oh, I thought it was the Lions.
Not-
Oh, I'm sorry. I misread it. My apologies.
I was about
Yeah,
to
Mason
say.
Taylor though. He wasn't bad. Like,
Yeah, he's very good. He's better than Kenyon Sadiq.
Oh,
You
come
think-
on.
I don't know
I mean,
I don't know
You
about
just
that.
say
Mason
dumb
Taylor
shit
is
out
good.
loud intentionally.
I don't know about that. I
You
mean,
think
but
Mason
I don't.
Taylor was better than Kenyon Sadiq.
He's
Mason
a
Taylor's
better
mother.
prospect.
Mason Taylor's mother doesn't believe Mason Taylor is better than Kenyon Sadiq. Kenyon Sadiq runs a 4.340 in his freak of nature. Mason Taylor had 43 receptions in his rookie year. Like, can we knock it the fuck off with the
Well,
wannabe
listen,
hot takes?
I think Mason Taylor is good enough to not. I just feel like most of the
No,
time,
I don't
tight end in
disagree
the
with
first
him
round is a
being
luxury
good.
pick.
I don't disagree with him being good, but Kenyon Sadiq's the best tight end draft prospect we've seen with Brock Bowers. He's right up there with Brock Bowers. Like, what are we talking about?
No, he's
Mason
not.
Taylor? Why
He
is
is
he not?
nowhere near that
Do you
good.
watch him? Do you know where he plays?
Brock Bowers is amazing, but I still. My thing with tight end in the
Sadiq is
first
good.
round is it has to be
Bro,
Brock
do me a
Bowers.
favor. If I'm having a debate with you, don't eat fucking food in front of my face.
I'm sorry. I thought I was out of the camera. My bad.
You're good.
I'm sorry.
Look,
Anyway,
listen. I cannot believe with two heads you would say that Mason Taylor is as good as Kenyon Sadiq.
as a prospect, I have him in the same tier. I'd probably
How?
have
In what
The
world?
reason-
I will
One,
interject. I
one.
don't think Mason Taylor's sister.
for
thinks
one,
he's better
Sadiq is a
than
little
Kenyon.
undersized at tight end, and that shows whenever he's trying to play in line. I don't think he handles contact very well, especially compared to other tight end prospects like Mason Taylor, for example. I think he'll be fine as like a wing blocker, like a tight end too. I think he's going to be more of a 12 personnel tight end that has to play in the slot. And while yes, he did run a 4.3940, I don't think that athleticism quite shows on tape. And while he does have very good ball skills, like he's good in contested catch situations, I think he's still a very unpolished route runner. I don't think he gets in and out of breaks very consistently. I don't think he can run a very versatile route tree compared to other guys. Now, to be fair, Mason Taylor didn't have the most versatile route tree ever. He wasn't the greatest route runner, but he also had very strong hands, was better after the catch, was a better blocker,
Was better
was
after the
capable of
I can't
actually
let you
playing in
continue
line
to
and
lie.
11 personnel.
I can't let you continue to lie. He's not better after the catch.
What?
Kenyon Sadiq's the best. No, you're lying. That's a lie. Kenyon Sadiq is not. Mason Taylor is not better than Kenyon Sadiq after the catch. I'll listen to you talk about his size when he's 6 pounds lighter and 2 inches shorter than Mason Taylor. He's 245, 6'3". You think that's a size issue?
Kenyon Sadiq is not 245. He's 240 soaking wet. He's probably playing closer to 235 in
245. Do I not go what he just weighed in at? Is that not what I go by? Like, just because you told me he's not 245? Is that what I'm going on? I don't understand. He's listed as 6'3", 245.
He
I
waited
want to
the
make a new
combine
award. I
at,
want to call it the
239.
Penix Award, and it will be awarded to teams that have committed draft malpractice.
So
I don't think it's a good pick for the Jets. I don't think it's a good pick
This
for
is
the
not
Jets.
practice.
It's not a good pick. No, it's not a good pick.
It's a very
But
bad pick.
Kenyon Sadiq is the best tight end prospect. Him, Brock Bowers are the best 2 tight end prospects we've seen in the last 15 years.
What
Like,
does he do that makes him even close to Bowers as a prospect?
So first of all, he's a much better downfield receiver than Brock Bowers is. Brock Bowers is great across the middle, great hands, great possession, great route tree. Brock Bowers is a better blocker.
All better,
Kenyon
all
Sadiq-
significantly better than Sadiq.
First of all, Kenyon Sadiq is a tight end at the wide receiver position. He's an absolute mismatch. If you are looking for a modern day Tony Gonzalez, you're welcome. There's Kenyon Sadiq.
I think
He's not an automatic mismatch. He's not strong
He's
enough
not
or a
even
good
a
enough route runner.
4-3.
No,
He's
he's
going to
not.
be lined up against safety.
You were looking too much at combine times and not enough.
I watched him play. Did you watch him play? Oregon?
You're comparing a guy that was barely able to get 500 yards a year to a guy that's getting 1,000 damn near every single year, starting as a freshman. And I'm not even the biggest production guy, but even on tape, it just shows Bowers was a way better route runner. He had better hands. He was better after the catch. He's better at the catch point, and that's Sadiq's best trait. Like, I don't know if there's a single thing Sadiq does better than Brock Bowers. The only thing you could argue would be his ball skills and playing at the catch.
What you did was you took Brock Bowers' college career, and it is 100% better than Kenyon Sadiq's, and took it and used it as your argument in Mason Taylor is better than Kenyon Sadiq. So if
Bowers was better than Sadiq. Has nothing to do with Taylor.
Mason Taylor was better than Kenyon Sadiq.
Mason Taylor compares to me to OJ Howard, and you know how big of a bust that was.
Wow.
Lions take Blake Miller. Tackle out of Clemson.
That's a little high. I don't hate that though.
So hold on. Let me say this. Like this drafting malpractice, I think the three candidates so far are I like Jeremiah Love. I think is a great talent. Don't get me wrong. But to pick him at 3 and not trade back is draft malpractice on the Arizona Cardinals' part. Why do you have all these running backs? You sign Algier. You have so many needs as a team that's rebuilding. You just lost your failed franchise quarterback, whatever you want to call him. And then, you're looking at the Jets in the first round. They already took a tight end last year. Is Sadiq a talent? Yes, but you needed so much more for that team. Yep. To pick a tight end in the first round is ridiculous. If you do that, he better be Brock Bowers, and you better get the production out of him. The problem is, it's just like I don't get that pick because it's a luxury. Most of the time, first round tight ends don't work out. They do, like Brock Bowers, but then you have the Kyle Pitts of the world.
And right? The OJ Howard.
OJ Howard. Vernon Davis really wasn't good until year 4, right? And that there was a lot of bad coaching going on in San Francisco. But, I just – these teams that aren't thinking about how to – it just shows you why they're bad organizations over and over again, except for the Rams. But the Cardinals – and the Jets doing what they normally do. It's wild to me. Being a fan of that team must be god awful. Do you have any hope? I don't know, man. It's just, I remember I heard someone from Arizona talking about, man, it would be really exciting if they pick Jeremiah Love, but if they do that, they should fire the whole coaching staff of the GM right now because of re-signing Connor a couple years ago. They drafted Trey Benson, and then you signed Tyler Algier. It doesn't make any sense unless you're getting I don't get it.
Oh,
it's Monty Ossenfort. He came from Tennessee. He was under John Robinson. That's all I got to explain to you with
what
that.
What was the name of the what was it, Rozier or no? What was the name of the guy who just got fired from the Falcons, the GM?
Fortno. He's terrible too.
Yeah, that's what we'll name the medical, not the medical, the draft malpractice award. We'll name it after that guy.
Vikings
take Caleb Banks out of Florida.
I like what the Vikings
what
are doing.
The fuck? They took Caleb. Oh yeah. Quessie's gonna wait. Did Quessie already get fired?
Yeah, he's gone.
He's about to get fired again. Somehow they're gonna fire him twice.
He can't get fired if he's not there.
Well, then fire the new guy.
They're gonna find a way. They're gonna
call him just to remind him he's fired.
I don't think that's an awful pick though.
It's not.
It is. It's a bad pick. I mean, they could use a run stopping defensive tackle, I guess, but there's better ones in the draft that you could have gotten later, and you had bigger needs specifically at safety, and the 2 guys that would fill that need are about to go in the next 5 or so.
Yeah,
picks.
I feel like though
I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
The defensive coach out there finds players to put in those positions where they might not necessarily get a stud. He's really good at that, right?
Eagles just traded up to number 20 with Dallas.
Oh boy.
The Eagles just traded up to number 20 with Dallas.
Oh boy.
Gene, who do you think they're going for?
I'm still shocked over the Mason Taylor line. Sorry. Might be the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. On a show.
Does it beat Louisville, New York?
I don't think Mason Taylor's ever had 100 yards in high school, let alone college or the pros. He's had 2 touchdowns in 4 years. Like, I just cannot believe that was said out loud. Sorry, I'm done. All right. No, it's just a crazy statement.
No, I get it.
Dude, do you think they take Makai Lemon here?
Probably. I'd be
Probably,
surprised if they
because-
don't.
That's got to be. I listen. This is what I projected last night, and you guys might think I'm crazy. I projected them taking Monroe Freeling, and I'll tell you why. And
They don't need offensive line though.
Yes, they do. Lane
They
Johnson.
need offensive line. Yes, they do.
The Panthers?
No, Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
Eagles.
Oh, my bad. I misheard you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they need it. They need offensive line.
I said this last night that if any team could take Freeling in the first round because he has a ridiculous, he is a freak of nature that just needs another year to develop. Let him develop behind Lane Johnson for a year and then start him. You could probably start Freeling at right guard right now over Tyler Steen. Give him a year to play next to Lane Johnson, and then he's your right tackle for the next 15 years. I wouldn't hate that pick, but I think with the fact that they could go after Thieneman. They could. I wouldn't hate that either. I think that this pick is for Makai Lemon, Monroe Freeling, or Thieneman. Dylan Thieneman. But that's what my breakdown is.
I just don't see a receiver in the first round, though. I mean,
well, they're going to trade. They're going to get a extra first rounder. The AJ Brown trade's done. Let's stop window dressing the AJ Brown trade. They're going to get a first and a third, and they're giving back a fifth. You're welcome. You heard it here first. That's what happened.
They're going to do a post draft. That's going to get done post draft.
Yeah, it'll be for next year's draft. Yeah,
first and third
for fifth and AJ Brown is what the trade is. You're welcome. Insider information.
You were right about him, Gene. Woo.
Listen, AJ Brown's a psychopath. That's what he is. He's always been a psychopath, but they're going to have to replenish that wide receiving core. And any Eagles fan that's walking around thinking that Hollywood Brown and Dontavian Wicks are your AJ Brown replacements, you're out of your damn mind. That's not real.
Yeah.
So they have to have a replacement. And I think with a West Coast style offense, a very Shanahan-like system, which a lot of people think Sean Mannion's going to run a very Kyle Shanahan-like West Coast offense, you're going to need a guy like Makai Lemon to stretch the field if you have Devontae Smith on the other side.
I have a quick question. Was it confirmed that AJ asked out and he asked for a trade?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Well, I mean, him with his Patriots troll and, because
if he
let's just say that AJ's a dick.
Oh, we know that. I already know that. And he got to go right on with his dickhead coach in New England.
Yeah. Don't even get me started on the Diana Rossini situation. Like,
oh, we talked about that earlier. They think
I just think it's wrong that she's getting roasted more than the coach. You know what I mean?
Well, considering that we now know that that the streets saying that he may have fathered one of her kids.
Gene Freeling went the pick before to the Panthers.
So the Eagles, they 100% knew that before they traded up, which means this is probably Thieneman to replace Reed Blankenship at safety, or it's Makai Lemon. I can't see it being anyone else.
You think
they obviously don't need a corner?
They can definitely go offensive lineman here. Max Ian Nakora would not surprise me if the Eagles took him.
You're talking about Akeem, for edge rusher to replace.
No, the right tackle from Arizona State.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Akeem.
Okay, Monroe Freeling to the Panthers. That's weird.
That is weird. I don't understand that because Monroe Freeling really can't play this year.
Not even that. The Panthers don't need offensive line.
I feel weird trading with Dallas. I feel dirty.
I do too. Here's the thing that I guess stands out to me. I think, and this is a statement that might get laughed at, and that's okay. In 3 years from now, I think I'll be right. I think Omar Cooper is the better receiver than Makai Lemon. I just don't know if he's the better receiver for Philadelphia.
Why do you think Cooper's better than Lemon?
I think he's got way better hands and he's a better route runner.
Makai Lemon, the opposite of why I would argue that.
That's fair.
I would not say route running is the trait that Cooper wins. He's like a pure underneath route runner. He's literally Rashid Rice 2.0.
I think that he's
a
very good.
Going to be a lot of screens, and a lot of drags, and a lot of crosses with that guy.
Well, that's what the Eagles run.
Makai Lemon.
Makai Lemon. Okay, I'm okay with the pick. I'm okay with the pick. I don't like the fact that he's 5'11" and another undersized receiver with Devontae Smith. I don't know how they're going to throw the ball. You have an undersized quarterback and two undersized receivers, but
I don't like that fit necessarily.
You don't like the fit?
No, because Lemon's a pure slot, and Devontae's a guy you want to play in the slot anyway. Like, that's where he's best at.
Devontae plays the Z. He's played the Z his whole career.
Yeah, I mean he can play out. Well, he's an inside out type of guy, but he's better utilized in the slot. I mean, like Devontae would be fine outside, but
Devontae doesn't.
I don't know. I would rather get an AJ Brown replacement instead.
I'm with a 5'11" receiver bothers me, man. I'm pretty sure the kid's talented. I just size wise, man. I just always worry about that translating to the NFL.
Anytime I hear about an NFL player's height starting with 5 anything, I get concerned.
That's fair.
Because what happened when I remember they turned that dude from the Cowboys who got drafted, and his dad was coaching for the Cowboys, and he wasn't no bigger than me. Yeah, he was. I'm 5'3", and this man is like 5'6". I'm like, what the heck? What are we doing? And he looked like a toddler running around.
Well, we all knew AJ was gone, but this definitely seals that fate for sure.
I don't know how you didn't know he was gone.
No, I'm saying we all knew, but this definitely cements it. Like, you're pouring the cement in now.
Yeah. Makai, they're going very small. They're going a lot of crossers, drags, slants. That's what you're doing with Hollywood, Devontae Smith, and Makai Lemon. It's a very small receiving corps.
Right.
No, Lemon's a legitimate route runner.
What?
No, but his size is 5'11".
I mean, yeah, but that doesn't mean
AJ Brown's a 6'1" foot unit.
Yeah, but like AJ Brown has a more limited route tree. I don't think size really dictates what routes you can and can't run. It's more where you're gonna run them at.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's like inside or out, or if it's closer to the red zone, or like in a true field scenario. But like I don't think his size is gonna hinder his route running ability, other than like handling contact. But he already has a good release package. I don't think he needs to get a little bit stronger in like handling contact when he's running routes, but he has very good ball skills. He caught through traffic very well at USC.
Well, if there's a guy that can teach him that sleight of frame, it would be Devontae Smith, right? I mean,
yeah, and like,
but
I do like it from that scenario. I don't like the redundancy though.
I agree. I don't like the redundancy of it. That's basically what I just said. They have 3 receivers that have 0 size. I think 5'11" being your tallest receiver of your front 3 receivers is not good.
Is Devontae Smith shorter than 5'11"?
I think he's 6 foot. He's like 5. He's like right at the 6 foot line, but he's super skinny.
Oh yeah, 6 foot.
Yeah, I always get nervous because Howie doesn't have the greatest track record with drafting receivers outside of Devontae Smith.
Well, I mean, if we're being honest, Devontae Smith,
Jalen Reagor, shout out.
JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
Mercier, are you saying you like Jalen Reagor?
I thought the pick was funny. It's not a good player though. Wasn't a good prospect.
No. So what did you interrupt me to say?
I said shout out Jalen Reagor because he said he doesn't have a good track record with receivers.
Oh, I thought you said Jalen Reagor. Shut up.
Yeah, I thought you were saying like he.
No, I said shout out. I said shout out Jalen Reagor. My bad.
No, you're good. Look, make something very clear. the Devontae Smith pick, even that pick, you have to understand the 2 picks around him were Jalen Waddle and Jamar Chase. It wasn't like you were making a bad pick at receiver in that top 10.
Right. Yeah, no, it was a layup.
And if we're being honest, as much as I love Devontae Smith, we do know the next pick in that draft is Micah Parsons, right? Like we do realize that we passed on Micah for Devontae Smith. And in an alternate universe, that's kind of crazy. You think
if they drafted Justin Jefferson instead of Jalen Reagor, maybe they're picking Micah Parsons there.
Maybe they're not picking at 10.
Maybe they're not picking at 10. Or, yeah, I don't know. It's just that's yeah.
Do the Steelers even know who's going to throw them the ball?
What do the Steelers do while they're waiting around for Aaron Rodgers to grace them with his presence?
By the way, man, I've been to many drafts in person, and I'm going to tell you, I used to go to the New York drafts. The first draft I was ever at was, I believe it was, Mario, I can't remember his name. Was it Mario Williams? The Texans picked number 1?
Oh, yeah, Mario Williams.
Williams. And it was much fun. It was more unique and intimate. I know people at the draft. Look how many people are there. It is a waste of time to go in person unless you're like right there. I don't care what anybody says. I remember the original. You got him for free. If you really wanted to get into the draft, you had to stand in line overnight to get free tickets, and you were taking turns with your buddies. Like you were a diehard if you went to the draft at Radio City Music Hall. Now, it's I don't know. I wouldn't do it. And it used to get the first 2 rounds on day 1. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Gene. It used to be first 2 rounds day 1. Day 2 is 3, 4, 5, and day 3 was 6 and 7. And if you stayed for the whole draft, you got tickets for next year already because you stayed for the whole draft.
I mean, I'm not going to correct you. I don't know the answer.
I do know attending at least one draft is one of my bucket lists.
Oh, do it. I'm not saying don't do it. I mean,
I won't
be I went to WrestleMania in Philly, and it was on my bucket list, but I'll never go to an outside WrestleMania ever again unless I'm ringside because of the viewing setup, because of the rig, right? But it was on my bucket list, and I went, I kind of knew that going in that was going to happen, but
if the draft comes to Atlanta, I'm not getting in that traffic. I'll go to Nashville. Because by the time I get there, it's going to be over.
Yeah, dude, you got to leave like 6 hours early.
I mean, good for the NFL for turning it into an event, but bruh.
How did you like the draft that you went to in Green Bay? Brett. Like, did you really like the experience, or did you? I mean, being a football fan, I'm sure you liked the draft. Like, I don't want to, but I'm asking, did you think the experience was?
I'd say the experience it was interesting. It's not something I would go out of my way for, but since I was only a couple hours away, it was only a couple hours away, so it was quite pleasant. It was fun, but definitely not something I'm going out of my way for.
Steelers take Max. I don't know how to pronounce that last name.
Who is that?
Ianakor, I believe is how you say it.
Can we talk about the Steelers real quick?
Sounds better than what I would say.
If Mike McCarthy
I usually say Ian Anchor
takes Aaron Rodgers back as his quarterback, he is the cuck of the century. Okay, he is the cuck of the century. All that crap he talked about McCarthy after they broke up, and then if I was Mike McCarthy, but listen, I'm not here. Rodgers is here. You can go get someone else to coach. Like, there's no way any man with any sense of like pride or worth would let that guy be their quarterback after the way they parted. Did everybody forget how that went down?
No, we remember.
But we also saw
that.
I would take Will Howard's grandpop over you, dude. Get out of the building. Like, you know what I mean?
That had nothing to do with Mike McCarthy, though, Godfrey.
Rodgers did not.
McCarthy just took a head coaching job. I'm not mad at him for that.
Matt LaFleur was the coach when Rodgers left.
No. When McCarthy left, Rodgers. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Brett. You're a Packer resident. Rodgers was not very glowing of Mike McCarthy. He kind of talked trash about him after he left. Was that right or wrong?
I don't really remember him saying too many bad things about McCarthy, but to be fair, late Packers McCarthy just deserved all the trash talked about him.
Yeah, I wouldn't take him back as my quarterback.
I
remember him throwing like jabs at him. The reason why he wouldn't succeed, and all this and all that. And I'm like, okay, dude won a Super Bowl with you though. Ironically, against the Steelers.
The problem with late Packers McCarthy though is he seemingly at a certain point just got complacent. Like the offense just turned into, hey Rodgers, do whatever you want, audible, whatever, and the defense wasn't very good. So it's one of those things where Mike, I think he's still a good coach in the sense he's one of the 30 best coaches in the league.
But doesn't Rodgers audible into whatever he wants anyway? When he was even with LaFleur when he was there.
Yeah, there's a reason. His play calling wasn't great.
It was terrible.
Yeah,
LaFleur was a baby coach.
So, but see, that's what I always said about Rodgers. So he gets all the credit when it plays good, but when it's not good, he didn't never call into that other player, decide to pass at the 1 yard line, which he's done a million times, to the point so much so that Devontae Adams holds the record for 1 yard touchdown catches.
I'll say LaFleur's just a really rough situation.
Did he throw somebody under the bus in Pittsburgh? Because he always doing that.
Oh yeah, Mike Williams. Oh wait, was that Mike Williams?
Yeah. Or is that what they did?
He was supposed to run to the line, the seam, the red line. He called it.
Why do you need to tell the general public that? Like what?
Because he threw him under the bus. He didn't want him to look bad for an interception.
And then that is Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they would draft Mesidor here.
You know what, Gary? Trade that pick. You don't need it. Trade it.
I will give the NFL credit for this, though. They are making the draft move a lot faster. I feel it feels faster to me. Maybe it's in my head.
It started off slow, but it has picked up.
John kind of called that.
To the Chargers.
He did call it.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it don't make no sense.
I mean, Mesidor's good player. I think that if we're being transparent, he was the benefactor of playing opposite of the best edge rusher in football.
Oh no.
Chargers gonna Charger.
Cowboys and Browns the next two picks.
Hakeem Mesidor, that is not a very good pick. I don't hate it though. It's whatever. But there's a lot of better edge rushers on the board still. And I'm always going to be skeptical of taking a guy as old with as many injuries as Mesidor's had. And even as a player, like, he's more of a technician winner. I don't think he's a very good athlete. And he's obviously not going to get much better athletically because he's already 25, which is when most people peak athletically. So if anything, he's going to regress. I think he's got good power. I think he's going to be a decent pass rusher, but like run stopping is probably going to be where he's going to get his snaps because I don't think he'll be a high-end pass rusher. He'll mainly be used on like stunts, which he is good at. But there's also just better guys in that same archetype that are still on the board, like T.J. Parker, Keldrick Falk. I think those are the only guys. Hell, even fucking Peter Woods can do similar shit to that. He can play on the edge. He's done it before.
I was going to say,
but yeah, 22 is just a little too rich for a guy like that, in my opinion.
I'm 25 and my knees pop.
Yeah, exactly.
At this rate, it'll be interesting to see who's available for when Green Bay is picking in the second round.
Oh, they don't have a first round pick?
No, we traded in the Micah trade last year.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Micah Parsons.
Well, side note, the Raptors are winning.
Hey, Hawks are up 2-1.
Yep. Come on, Hawks. Make Stephen A's.
Yeah, but
the Hawks already won. And the Knicks collapsed. And look.
Stephen A's going to be on 10 tomorrow.
So how long does it take for Mike Tomlin to get back into football? You think he's back next year?
I think he's done.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't
He
get like.
seems
the Bill
happy now
Cowher
that he's
effect.
retired. I don't know. I don't think he's.
Well, he's going to be
back.
part of an
He's going on
announcing crew.
NBC.
Isn't he going to be on a pregame show?
He's gonna be on NBC. He's part of their studio.
I'm wondering how that's going to go.
I feel like it'd be good. I think he
I
might
just feel
fall
like
in love
he's
with
going
it
to have
and
to tell
stay
someone
there.
to shut up. And, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. I just wonder what Pittsburgh's doing still. I mean, they stole Pittman. I mean, I thought that was good for him, but like you still need someone to throw the ball.
Yeah, and that's why they're basically going to wait around until Roger. Like the crazy thing is,
They got
Rodgers told us-
Mason Rudolph. He'll be fine.
it's like Rogers told us that he was
Man.
going to make his decision by mid-March. That was a lie.
This is
Then it
April.
was,
and
maybe
he
by
still
the
hasn't said
draft.
nothing.
That was a lie. How long is he going to drag this out?
June.
Like,
As
it might
soon-
literally be like the day before the season. He'll be like,
Yes,
I'm ready to go.
you know
now."
how it
Like,
is. You know how he is. He's melodramatic. He thinks he wants the world to revolve around his airheaded ass. He like to sit here and smoke ayahuasca and think about caterpillars and think that everybody's supposed to wait on him.
I just feel like he has lost a step. I don't care what anybody says. He is not. He's at the end of his career. Like, he's lost a step. He was okay last year. You're not going anywhere with him. Like,
well, the problem is Pittsburgh doesn't have a plan outside of him right now.
They're
They have
letting the
Will
veterans
Howard, but
control
they
that
don't
team
even
now.
act like they like Will Howard. Like, so they're basically waiting and begging him to just come back for even just one more year.
I feel like Rodgers already made up his mind. He's just not going to say it yet. I feel like the key is he tends to miss part of like mini camps and even sometimes mandatory mini camp. I feel like he's going to pull the old wait until he's ready to come in, which probably means missing part of mini camp and then being like, oh, by the way, guys, I'm back. So I feel like he knows. I feel like the Steelers probably already know, but they're just not going to come out and say it until Rodgers is ready, which if I had to guess, probably sometime shortly after minicamp starts.
I mean, dude, if it was me, I would be looking for quarterbacks that I think have potential that haven't gotten a shot. I would trade for like Hendon Hooker if I could. Guy played good in college, hurt his knee. You could probably get him cheap. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have anything.
He's in Tennessee. You're going to have to
Is he
give
in
up some
Tennessee?
picks for that.
Yeah, he went to Tennessee.
Yes.
This up.
Oh, I thought so. He
He was in
didn't-
Detroit, I think, and then went to Tennessee.
Man, no one's gonna give you multiple picks for
backing
that.
up
You guys
Cam.
would be happy to take a 6-rounder.
He is backing up Cam. And I'm not. As long as I got Mr. Mayonnaise and I ain't got to see that stupid ass commercial no more. Man.
Is he still on the team?
Yes,
He is.
Mr. Mayonnaise.
He's the
still on the
QB too. He's the QB too.
Hendon Hooker. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it right now. Hendon Hooker is better than Will Levis.
Okay,
I know
that
that.
is
That's why I think
that
when
is
it's
a
ready-
case of piss first shit, but
No.
I think I have to disagree.
Will Levis couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. What are you talking about?
I've seen enough of Will
Hendon
Levis.
Hendon
I-
Hooker
good in
doesn't
college. He only
Hendon Hooker doesn't know how to move his feet.
he got hurt in college. He played great on Tennessee.
He did.
No,
And
he put
when
up
you had-
he
played
put up
great in
great.
college. The only reason
He
went
put up
that- even
great
that late is that
numbers.
he would have been a
No,
borderline
he
first
put
round
up
pick if he
great
got hurt.
numbers on Tennessee. He was not playing well. Tennessee does not play real football. They run a
So when they
system
beat
that
Alabama,
is going to
they weren't playing
maximize.
football that year.
They had a good
Okay.
football team. They had a good football team.
I know Jory remembers that.
They have good college
quiet.
football players. Like Hendon Hooker's fine for college football,
Nah,
where
I
you can
disagree.
run
I'm just saying-
five
I'm
out
not saying
spread
the dude's going to be an
offenses
all-pro.
and
I'm
run
saying
option
he's
routes
got
and
enough talent where
RPOs
you
all
can
the
see what
time.
he has. That's all.
But when you're 25 years old, you weren't good when you were running real systems. You go to Tennessee playing on stacked rosters where you're not running
He
a
was
real
a third
NFL
round pick.
offense.
I don't know. I would put him above
He,
Will
he
Howard. I
only
would put
went
him
in the
above
third
Will Levis
round though because of the production though.
because he got hurt. If he didn't
No,
hurt his knee, he would
When
have went
I
higher.
saw Will, he had more memes than wins. Let's stop this right now.
Yeah, Will Levis is not good. Like I'm sorry, man. Like there's nothing he's
It was
shown.
a-
I agree. Will
everything.
Levis isn't good. Will Levis is not good at all. Neither is Hendon Hooker though.
No. Hendon Hooker had way more success in college than Will Levis. Not even close.
I'd rather have Hooker as my backup.
Okay, he was a better college quarterback, but none of what he did in college translates.
What are we
to the
comparing? Because
NFL.
Will Levis wasn't a good pro quarterback. He had about like 5 games.
Okay. Let me explain it to you like this. What made Hendon Hooker good in college does not translate to the NFL. And while Levis was worse in college, what he did is more translatable to the NFL.
You're saying that would have made him a good quarterback because he had a shot.
For one, his arm. I'm not saying. I never once said Will Levis is good. I never once said
You're
that.
saying
I started. Yes, better than Hendon Hooker, who doesn't translate at all. There's a reason why we're in year 4,
Godfrey's
and he can't even
what
crack
does Levis have that
QB2.
Hooker doesn't right now?
He has arm strength. He knows how to move his feet in the pocket, which is a huge thing that Hendon Hooker lacked. He had zero footwork, which is a common trait Tennessee quarterbacks have because they do not run a system that emphasizes footwork. They don't run any footwork at all. They do 1-step drops, 3-step at the most. He never stepped up in the pocket.
Is his hallmark for his stuff. His arm talent is ass. His accuracy is ass. His movement in the pocket is ass.
He was an accurate quarterback. Hendon Hooker was accurate.
How can you say his footwork was
his
good?
arms? I didn't.
Where did you see
it
a college game?
I did not say it was good. You have to understand. You were. I'm saying one thing, and you were comparing it to something. I'm saying one thing, and you were interpreting it as something completely else. We are comparing a bad starter that is like an okay backup to a guy that is not even a backup quality quarterback in the NFL. I said he's like a fine backup. He's like the 50th best quarterback in the league. Hendon Hooker might not even be a top 64 quarterback in the league. Like I said, we are in year. There's no reason for that. We're in year 3, and he cannot even get a QB2 job.
If you said build a team right now, and one team got Hendon Hooker and one team got Will Levis, I'm taking the guy that sat the bench behind Jared Goff and with Ben Johnson than Will Levis that was on an unstable Tennessee Titans organization that couldn't even show it to me in college. I'm going with Hendon Hooker every day.
But what Hendon Hooker showed you in college, you cannot do in the NFL. That is my entire point. You cannot run the Tennessee Volunteers offense in the NFL. It does not work. It is a gimmicky ass offense, and that is why you never see Tennessee quarterbacks or receivers work in the NFL since Josh Heupel has got there.
Since who?
The only bro. I said since Josh Heupel got there. Like I said, you're not listening to what I'm saying. You were just arguing a completely different.
No, I'm not. You're not hearing my point. I'm telling you that Hendon Hooker, overall, as skill as a quarterback, I'll take him any day over Will Levis, Monday through Sunday. Let's take a vote on the panel. Hendon Hooker or Will Levis? Who are you taking to start a team? You got to pick one of those 2 quarterbacks. Kyle.
I would pick neither. You can find better quarterbacks in free agency than both. Neither is close to a starting caliber quarterback.
Jory, who are you taking?
If I have to play with one for a game, it's going to be Levis. Can do NFL caliber things. Like Levis can do things in an NFL level. The only thing.
What do you mean? He had a shot and he didn't do jack. You're glazing this guy, and he showed you he can't do it.
Capable of starting. The fact he was able to win a starting job and Hendon Hooker is losing backup jobs, I agree he is awful.
You should start a team with Mason Taylor and Will Levis on the same team, and you can take over the NFL with that horrible. You had 2 of the worst takes I've heard in my life today. That is awful.
Will Levis,
like I said,
right after Ryan Tannehill fell off.
You know what?
They can play for the Louisville.
Okay, let me ask you this. Since Hendon Hooker was so much better than Will Levis, why did Will Levis get drafted so much higher than Hendon Hooker? Because
quarterback in the NFL.
Man, Hendon Hooker
the last season.
Hendon Hooker tore his ACL.
Why did Will Levis a torn ACL is not going to be a big enough difference, especially for a quarterback that does not emphasize on running the ball. A pocket passing quarterback tearing his ACL is not going to prevent him from going in the first round to going in the 3rd round. That's not how that works.
Correct. So do you think?
Are you saying that if Hendon Hooker didn't tear his ACL, he would have been a 1st round pick and would be a starting quarterback right now?
Will Levis was a 2nd round pick. So that doesn't make
He was the
your weight
33rd pick, though. He
anyway.
was the 33rd pick, though. So for Hendon Hooker to get drafted over, he would have to be the 32nd pick, right? He'd have to go in the first round.
If I started a team today and I had to pick one of those two quarterbacks, I'm taking Hendon Hooker.
So you're not answering the question. Again, you have not answered a single one of my points. You have just argued something completely different. I've refuted every single one of your points, and you just keep answering with something completely different.
Chatter. It's just as bad as the Mason Taylor take.
I was gonna say the Browns drafted.
And again,
Casey
you cannot
Concepcion.
tell me a single thing that he does better.
Okay.
You're just saying, oh, he was better in college and he tore his ACL. You can't explain to me. You can't explain to me why Hendon Hooker is losing. You cannot explain to me why Hendon Hooker is QB3 on his team right now. You can't explain to me why he's losing.
Of course I can. He's never played.
You can't explain to me why he can't go get a job somewhere else. You can't explain to me why.
They're trying to trade Levis.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Levis is not staying in Tennessee.
There's always a little bit of nuance to the story.
They want him out.
Neither has a future anywhere. Neither have futures in the NFL. Once their contracts are up, they are both probably going to be done. But at the same time, one was able to be a starting quarterback and not look. He was bad. He was terrible, but he wasn't like looking completely.
So CEO, I got a question for you.
He flashed some traits. Hendon Hooker wasn't even able to start in the preseason. He's getting benched in the preseason by Kyle Allen.
That's great.
He's losing QB2 jobs to Kyle Allen, dude.
Bro, it's really tough to debate when you just keep talking.
But I'm saying, like, Jory, when Tennessee...
You're not listening to what I'm saying. It's very frustrating.
I'm saying
you just keep saying the same thing over and over again.
Reference right now. So, Jory, who was the quarterback when Tennessee took Will Levis?
Fucking Tannehill.
Okay, so CEO, you keep talking about how come Will Levis was the starting quarterback. There was the need for a quarterback. Levis was the guy who was there when Tennessee was drafting at the top of the second round. If I remember correctly, before Hendon Hooker tore his ACL, he was seen as a first-round prospect.
He was.
There's a reason why.
Getting rumored as a first-round prospect and being a first-round talent is not the same thing.
A team was going to take him.
We see every year, every single year, we see guys that are producing well in college, playing on good teams, get talked as like a first-round prospect, and then they don't end up going that high. It happens literally every single year.
Yeah, but not every person tears their ACL.
My point is, I promise you, NFL teams do not value a torn ACL for a pocket passer enough for him to go from being a first-round pick that they will allow to be their franchise quarterback to going to a third-round pick that can't even win a QB2 battle.
Just to be clear, final 2 years comparison: Hendon Hooker threw for 70% completion percentage. Will Levis 69. Hendon Hooker threw for 2,000 yards in his final season, and he tore his ACL. Will Levis, 1635. Hendon Hooker had 18 touchdowns.
He also got injured in his last year, mind you.
Hendon Hooker had 18 touchdowns. Hendon Hooker had 18 touchdowns and 1 interception. Will Levis had 13 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, both in 8 games, which was 8 games before injury. So they both played 8 games. That's 8 games. So Hooker threw for more yards, was more athletic with his feet, was more accurate.
No, he wasn't. He did not move his feet at all. You can go turn on Hendon Hooker film right now. Every single play, he is not going to. He has no footwork. The only time he would ever move his feet is if he is scrambling or he's running a rollout pass.
Gene put me on to
this. Will Levis did not have good footwork, but he still moved his feet. He still ran actual dropbacks. My entire point, y'all keep talking about production. I already said that he had good production because of the system he is playing in. Tennessee runs a gimmicky offense that is going to maximize statistics. It's going to be an efficient offense, but it is not something that works in the NFL. Hendon Hooker could have thrown for 6,000 yards in college. It does not matter because he cannot do those same things in the NFL. You're not running fucking RPOs with choice routes in the NFL. That doesn't exist.
You're saying RPOs don't get run in NFL?
That's not what I said. So you're not listening to what I'm saying. You are taking parts of what I'm saying, and then you're turning it into something completely different, and then you're arguing with a ghost, bro. You are not refuting any points I've actually made. You are taking segments, and then you're arguing something completely different from what I actually said.
The Texans are traded up.
I would still start a franchise with Hendon Hooker over Will Levis any day.
It's not.
If I had to pick 2 of the 2,
at the,
1 of the 2,
at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because both franchises would be bad because they're not starting caliber quarterbacks. They both suck.
I got both of them on my roster, and I want one off, and I'm not really that upset about the other one being there. That should tell you everything.
I think Hendon
Hooker. The reason why you're not upset about the other being on the roster is because you'll never know he's there because he won't play. He'll be the emergency QB3.
No,
why you don't mind?
He's going to be
They're
gone.
getting rid of Will Levis. How many times do I have to say this? They're about to trade Levis. They are trading.
I agree.
Levis.
They are. They're going to get rid of Levis, and they should.
They're
He's not
going to
good.
get rid of Levis.
For him.
I'm telling you that.
Hendon Hooker is going to have his contract expire, and he won't sign with another NFL team.
That's it. I could see the Packers going after one of the Titans' backup QBs. We're gonna need a backup this year.
Again.
Yep. Hey, if there's a team that could potentially fix someone
if
Will Levis,
LaFleur can fix Will Levis, we can start calling him Jesus Shuttleworth, all right? Because there's no way.
Yeah, so I feel like going into the season.
I didn't even see this game. Gene put me on the game, which was Anthony Richardson versus Will Levis, and that's all I needed to see. That's all I needed to see.
And I saw it twice a year.
Evaluate both those QBs.
My God.
That was a great game. It was a great football game. Will Levis couldn't beat out Sean Clifford for the starting job at Penn State. Will Levis stinks. He's one of the worst college quarterbacks.
Hendon Hooker had to transfer from Virginia Tech because he lost his starting job. So that's a mute point.
Hooker,
I don't remember who he lost it to, but it was a guy that didn't matter.
Signed into the
guy that
Bears.
didn't
He
make
never
the
lost
NFL.
the starting job. He was drafted by the Lions, and he was Jared Goff's back.
Again, you're not listening to what I'm saying. Do you think he played at Tennessee his whole career? He didn't. He was at Virginia Tech. He had to transfer in the offseason in the transfer portal because he lost his.
I can't fucking do this.
We're talking about his pro career, not the NFL. Listen, college is college, man. There's QBs all the time that don't get a shot to go to another school and do good.
6,000 yards in the last 2 years.
Yeah,
Dylan Thieneman to the Bears.
I think that's a good pick by the Bears, unfortunately.
It was a need.
I like the Saints pick. I like that they took the kid from Arizona State.
I just don't understand how we can ignore the fact that he threw for 6,000 yards, 58 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions his final 2 years in college.
So my point of bringing him up was that I don't understand why some of these teams don't go after guys like that to give them a shot, like the Steelers or something like that that showed some talent that really didn't get a shot. Or I would even take a shot on a Davis Mills. He's not great, but like if you're trying to find a QB somewhere,
I don't agree with that Davis Mills take. There's many Texans fans that called that man a long neck bastard. I don't think he's going to get a chance.
Well, listen, I'm just saying taking a shot. I'm not saying.
Just to be clear, is 80-12 better than 46-25? Is 8,000 yards better than 5,800? Oh, by the way, they played
again. The production does not matter. NFL scouts do not care how many yards you threw for in college. It is irrelevant. They care about what you're doing and how it can translate to the NFL. They don't.
Oh, he was great.
Case Keenum threw for the most yards in NCAA history and went undrafted. Dylan Gabriel broke that record and went in the 3rd round. They don't care about your production, especially if you're doing it in systems that are not pro systems. They cannot translate to the pros.
Quarterback?
And NFL teams make the wrong pick all the time, as per
all the time.
There we go. Dolphins
like Dylan Gabriel that you just mentioned went in the 3rd round. He's already out of the league.
Is he out of the league? Or he
not out of the league? I'm being sarcastic, but
yeah, he couldn't beat Shedeur Sanders, who looks scared as hell when he gets on the field.
He's like the 3rd string quarterback on the Browns roster behind Deshaun Watson, who hasn't played in 3 years, and Shedeur Sanders, who went in the 5th round.
Well, Deshaun might massage his way back into the situation.
Massage.
Yeah, exactly. He threw for 11,000 yards in college, and yet he's QB3 on the worst quarterback room in the pros. Do you see my point? That
I
the
agree with
production
most
in college does not matter.
That's the problem is this. I agree with most of your points, but you stick into bad takes and you just keep them going. Will Levis stinks, right? Hendon Hooker.
I never said he didn't. I literally started the take with they both suck. I
But
literally
see-
never once said
Yeah.
Will Levis is good.
Yeah,
You
why
are
do you
arguing
touch that?
with a ghost.
We are just
You are
saying
arguing
that
a
You've
point
never
that was
watched it.
never made.
You've never watched Hendon Hooker suck. When does he suck?
I'm sure I haven't.
You haven't. You've never watched him suck. Where does he suck? When? Seriously,
Wasn't he like top 10 when he was healthy?
Yes. He had, bro, I pulled the stats up just because I was making sure I wasn't tripping. He had 58 touchdowns and 5 interceptions in his final 2 years at Tennessee. When has he sucked? That's all I want to understand. He had a 181 quarterback rating. His final full year.
He won some big games, dude. That Alabama game.
If you want to see Hendon Hooker sucking, go watch the
Again,
South
Jory, do you
Carolina game
remember
from
that game?
2022. He gets outplayed by Spencer Rattler, who you were saying
I don't want to remember that
I
game.
didn't say Spencer Rattler was dead. I agreed with you. Spencer Rattler is good. I didn't agree with.
Oh, maybe
fact
it was
you
someone
said
else that said
Spencer
that.
Rattler- You said Spencer Rattler was better than Tyler Shuck, and I said I don't agree with that.
No, Spencer Rattler is not better.
Rattler was good. Spencer Rattler should have been.
Let's go, Bo.
It drives me nuts that Spencer Rattler is such a prevalent child that he fucked up one of the best situations he could ever be in. He was in Oklahoma with Lincoln Riley, the #1 quarterback whisperer in college football, and the guy's a selfish prick. And Caleb Williams took his job, and then he went and he was going to be the #1 pick. And then he went to South Carolina and revitalized his career, and I give him all the credit in the world. I root for Spencer Rattler. He's talented. Dude, to be the #1 quarterback prospect out of the state of Texas is not an easy accomplishment.
No, not at all.
But every single person before South Carolina that worked with Spencer Rattler said the same thing. Spencer Rattler for Spencer Rattler. And you cannot be a leader when you're a selfish prick. And that's the same situation that Kyler Murray had with the player he is. In my opinion. In my
Texas
humble
State,
opinion.
Kalen Rutledge.
Does he attempt baseball, Kyler Murray?
No, he's still.
They still have his rights.
Which, by the way, do want to bring this up because we rarely talk about it. I told you guys on draft night, JJ McCarthy was a bum. He stinks.
That's
JJ
a good take. I like that take. That's a fantastic take. I had a 4th round grade on JJ McCarthy in 2024. I'm so proud of that take.
But Minnesota agrees because they tried to move up to 3 with New England to get Drake May. They didn't even want JJ McCarthy. They got stuck with him.
Well, if they didn't want him, then they shouldn't have just drafted him.
You know, some of these teams, they need a quarterback. They can't make the move that they wanted to, so they were like, "Oh, we'll take JJ because we need the quarterback."
Do you believe that Kevin O'Connell didn't want him, or was that Kevin O'Connell covering his ass when the GM was on his way out?
That was Kevin O'Connell covering his ass.
If I'm giving you my own personal opinion, I think Kevin O'Connell has a little bit of Kyle Shanahan in him, and he thinks he can make it work with his system with anybody.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that see a little bit of Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
There's some similarities for sure.
I just think that he thinks he can make it work with anybody in his system. And if I'm being – and listen, Kyle Shanahan's proven.
So far he was proven right until JJ came around.
Yeah, you're right. I just think that JJ McCarthy is just not that dude.
Yeah, he's been hurt a lot too, though, which also
sure, we can say that.
Part of that's because of his shitty throwing mechanics.
Yeah, that's not you need to be available too. So, other than the Vikings in control, nobody thought that much of JJ. Cottrell was on the JJ train.
What was Bill? I mean, Bill's a Michigan guy.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I don't know. I'm still 50-50 on him. Who knows? I mean, I've seen weirder stuff happen, but it definitely is pointing towards the bad side of 50%.
Oh, who, JJ? I'm done with him.
Yeah.
Once that alter ego name 9 came out, I'm like, all right, bro.
Say one of the most hilarious offensive player of the week.
I just don't see how Kyler Murray betters their situation. I just think that's a dart throw.
Because I think it's for them at this point, it's anybody but JJ right now.
That there's so many, and there's other directions I would have went than Kyler Murray.
Look, I really don't care as long as
Has Kyler Murray showed the work ethic? He's just tried to out-athlete his way through his first run on a protein.
Look, JJ can take some college tips from Will and put some mayonnaise in his coffee. I don't know. Maybe that'll do something.
Ugh.
And put a banana in it too. Shoot.
JJ.
I got so tired 2 years ago of seeing that man licking his finger with mayonnaise on it on my TV every time he did some stupid shit and did the surrender cobra crap. I'm like, bro, don't play this commercial again before I tear up this TV.
Yeah. Does Anthony Richardson get traded?
Not yet.
I mean, they've been rumoring that deal for how long now, and I haven't even heard a rumor about a team interested in it.
I don't even think a market is trade for that.
I think most teams will wait till he gets cut or is a free agent.
Yeah.
Right.
He needs to be cut.
Why would you give up draft capital for that guy?
Right.
Mister, I'm gonna break my own eye bone on a damn workout brand pregame. It was the orbital socket.
Yeah.
He broke his orbital socket?
Yeah, with those workout bands, he hit himself in the eye.
You're kidding me.
No, he was on IR last year because of that.
Yeah.
I mean, we were doing that draft. I felt like Anthony Richardson was a massive overreach at 4.
Yeah.
Wasn't that Irsay's last draft?
I think so.
Yeah.
Dolphins go corner.
I mean, look.
At least they're being smart.
Well, they're going to need corners for for all the defensive possessions that they're going to be playing when they're not scoring any points.
True. I wish Hafley good luck.
I hope Malik Willis does well, but you got to fit in where someone's going to give you that money, but bro.
And Liam Cohen can kick rocks.
And I think Aaron Glenn is high to say that Geno Smith is our savior.
He said that because he had to say that. We really didn't believe that. And,
Guys, I got a little thing going on right now. I have to hop off. If I can hop back on before the last pick, I will. Appreciate you guys. I got to hop off, though.
You're good.
Take
All
care.
right,
It was nice talking to you.
Talking to you guys.
Who is this?
oh, the cheating Mike Vrabel's traded up. Sorry.
Well, the pass is traded up to 28.
Bills need an edge rusher.
We've seen a lot of division rivals making trades with each other today.
You know
Bills
where
need
that's
an
not
edge
gonna
rusher,
go?
right?
That's where that's not going to happen at in the AFC South. We hate each other too much.
Yeah, they have to replace Chason, who left in free agency.
Timberwolves kicking the crap out of the Nuggets right now.
I love it.
55-38.
I love it.
Night. Raptors beat the Cavs, Hawks beat the Knicks, and now
What's the Cavs series right now? Who's leading that series?
It's 2-1 Cleveland.
Cavs 2-1.
Remember what I told you, Guardy 3, about Doc Rivers? Remember I told you it was going to happen?
His name is Glenn.
I am happy. I'm so happy he's gone.
I told you that was the end. The end. That was the end.
Like I said, the day we hired Glenn, I just went to the bar and started drinking. That's the only solution I could think of.
Oh, so the Minnesota didn't figure it out. To beat the Nuggets, you have to go at Jokic and make him work. Duh.
Right.
I still think the most shocking pick of the night is Ty Simpson.
That was a WTF pick, but I'm not mad at it.
That's because you're
okay. Yeah,
like, it ain't that bad.
Caleb Luma, that's for when Morgan Moses eventually leaves because he's like 38 years old.
Oh, Patriots going offensive line.
Well, they need to.
Yep.
This just in, this guy is actually the 11th cousin of The Rock. Oh, wait, no, he's not. Okay, never mind. I thought he was Samoan by the last name. I guess I'm fooled.
He might have a little.
Yeah, right. Look at that part in the middle of his
Caleb Lomu round one. LOL.
He might have a little islander.
Kyle Lingardi, remember my Caleb Lomu thoughts. I don't think I need to rehash them. Dubs down pick, which is a thumbs up pick for me. Fuck the Patriots. Sorry, Kyle.
No, I just caught them cheating my race. You'll be all right.
Listen, if I was the owner of the Vikings, I'd be like, I thought you were the quarterback whisperer, Kevin.
The Pats really just took another tackle that's gonna have to move into guard 2 years in a row. That's funny. And he's a left tackle too.
Will Campbell is not moving to guard.
Oh no, he's not. No, Loma's gonna move to guard, and Wilson's gonna move back to center. But I just find it funny.
Yeah, Wilson's gonna, which is where he should be, and
no,
Loma,
yeah, he was only playing guard this year because y'all had Bradbury and y'all wanted to get him reps.
Yeah, Bradbury had to go. I'm so glad he's gone. But if Lomu plays guard, I don't care because Onwenu, I think, is in a contract year, and Vera Tucker has to stay healthy, which he hasn't done so far in his career. Worst case, he sits behind Morgan Moses, and maybe he's a Morgan Moses replacement. I wouldn't, because before the injury, Will Campbell was pretty good at left tackle.
Yeah, no, I think Campbell can stick at tackle.
Yeah, I think Campbell's going to be fine. I think a lot of the talk around Will Campbell was an overreaction to him coming back from the injury and not looking as good as his first half of the season.
Do you guys think the Pats really need A.J. Brown?
I've been on record.
I've
been on record with if they don't get A.J. Brown, I am completely okay with the wide receiver room.
I think Romeo Doubs is an underrated sign.
Really?
Yep. I think. Listen, I know Guardy 3 doesn't want to hear this, but Romeo Doubs with a better quarterback, Jordan Love tends to be a little off the back footish. I think he's going to do better in a different system. He's the best route runner on that team at that time, and I think that he's a better receiver. Right now he's the number one receiver in New England. Right now, if A.J. Brown gets there, he's not obviously, but I still think even at a number 2, he's going to make a big impact.
I do like the signing for Dobbs. I think the real difference is the Packers just tend to be more run heavy than most teams, so it just kind of limited his impact. I don't think it was a quarterback thing. When it comes to best route runner on the Packers, I'm actually going to disagree and say Dontavian Wicks is a better route runner than Romeo Doubs.
That is now on the Eagles.
Yep. I was actually I knew he either had to trade Wicks or Reed, and I low-key wanted us to trade Reed and keep Wicks.
Well, Reed's more of a splash play guy, but I just feel like, listen, I don't think Jordan Love's a bad quarterback. I just think he tends to throw out the back foot too much.
Oh, yeah. It's one of the ways that he buys an extra half second. Likes to just load up on that back foot and go for it.
I was saying really because my dog tore up a plastic bag. My bad. I wasn't saying really to what you were thinking.
Ooh, 49ers have officially traded out of the first round, and the Jets are on the clock.
Jets are too late.
Oh, this is going to be Carson Beck. This is going to be Carson Beck. It's Carson Beck or Nussmeier.
Well, yeah, because if the Jets are moving back in the first round, it has to be for a quarterback.
Unless they're getting a linebacker or a corner.
I like Nussmeier. I think Nussmeier's underrated. I think, but we'll see.
No, Nussmeier's nice. I think his stock is getting a little bit too much of a hit because he was hurt all year. The Senior Bowl was. I mean, I'm still a little concerned about him, but he's nice. I think he can pretty easily argue him over.
No, I don't think he's
although
number one.
I had him slightly below.
Maurice, but I think he can. I think he's capable of more.
Yeah, I agree. I think he can be like a good starter in the NFL. I think that's the ceiling.
Say, I think he's just a solid number 2 receiver, just like a low end number 1 receiver, but definitely not. You definitely prefer he's not your number 1 receiver.
Who are the Chiefs picking?
Let's see. They went what? Would they do corner with their first pick?
I would think they need O-line.
That's where I would go.
Nope, they took Peter Woods.
Trash.
Oh, they're
They
trying
took
to
Peter Woods, the
replace
D
Chris
tackle out
Jones.
of Clemson.
They're about to replace Chris Jones. Loafing ass.
Jets already have the legend Geno under center. Better be renting Glenn.
Oh man, I was kind of hoping Woods fell to the next round. Maybe trade up and steal him at that point.
Was it a white party there? Like they got everybody in white except this dude in a green suit. What is? They coordinated that. They need to stop.
So the Jets traded up to 30. They're probably hoping to snake somebody who might have gone to the Bills at 31.
The Jets are a bad organization, so I don't know what they're going to do. They're
Also
just a bad
true.
organization. I hate to say it. I would like to see, but they're just not good, man. Like they don't make bad decisions.
They're owned by Woody Johnson.
You got a rogue owner that will go in there. But like, I don't care what you say. His Madden rating is 99.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to figure out. I guess it depends how the board falls, but I don't know if Green Bay goes corner or actually, I think they're going to go wide receiver earlier than people think.
You think so?
Yeah. Problem is, we only have 2 under contract for next year, so I think we get another one. I think we technically have 3. No, because we extended Watson for this year. So next year, I think we only have Golden and Savion Williams under contract. We need to extend Watson and Reed, or one or the other.
At least the Dolphins got some O-line because they have none.
Predictions: Jets stink again. Hey, you know what? Here, Aaron Rodgers is available. Maybe you can help him with some QB play.
They'll retool on that defense.
Now I do for my Titans next pick. I do want to fill up the linebacker. Well, I have a linebacker. Maybe offensive line and some offensive help.
We know what pick Sal's gonna. You know Sal's gonna take one of these picks for his side of the ball. So John says the Jets are probably going after Cooper.
Maybe I'm wrong here, but I was not impressed with Robert Saleh as a head coach.
He only got one season.
He got more.
Yeah, no, that's unfair. He was on the Jets. That's not.
It was the Jets.
There's plenty of coaches that were on horrible franchises, and you're right, it was the Jets. But listen, I'm judging this by his attitude. I've never seen anybody glaze a man so hard when they brought in Aaron Rodgers than they did on HBO Hard Knocks. I was like, what's going on here?
Rodgers treated him like crap.
They were calling him the GOAT. They were like, I don't know, man.
Jets
I
took
have
Omar
behind
Cooper.
it. This is the reason why I don't think he was a good head coach. He brought his buddy in to be an offensive coordinator. When Rodgers got hurt, they did not have a backup plan. They didn't have a real backup QB in place. They didn't have a real offense in place. Like, that was bad. So once that went down,
I agree the unnecessary glazing of Rodgers wasn't a good look, but I do think
he's a great defensive coach.
If you're Tennessee and you're like, we moved on from Brian Callahan and we got Robert Saleh, yeah, you take that any day.
Yeah.
Right.
So
it's an upgrade. But here's my thing.
I think based off of that alone, yeah.
If you're a good defensive coach, and you know offense isn't your jam, you got to have a better plan than the offensive coordinator he brought in New York.
That's why he has
he
Brian
learned-
Not
Daboll
let the
now.
quarterback pick the
Right.
offensive coordinator.
He obviously
He
learned
has
from
Brian
that. 'Cause
Daboll
he brought-
now.
Hopefully
he
he
brought
learned from
Daboll
that,
to
but that
Tennessee.
shows bad leadership qualities. You cannot allow that.
I,
He
It
learned.
will cost you your job.
I think Saleh will go as far as Dable in the offensive.
Yeah,
his
now-
offensive crew will kind of take him. I think he's going to have the defense on
Set up,
lock.
right.
But the one
Yep.
thing that I do kind of agree with Godfrey with is I wasn't necessarily a fan of the offenses and systems and styles they're running under him. So I do think that he has the potential to be a good coach, but I think he's one of those guys where he has to nail that offensive coordinator hire, which I think
Dable's
a good
a
one.
good. That was good.
the
for that.
Jets took Omar Cooper. They traded
Yep.
for a receiver.
Well, they said Keon Coleman was basically as good as done, according to the owner. So
Titans
My
are
whole
now on the
coaching staff
clock.
is bald. Don't nobody in my coaching staff got hair, but the special teams coach.
Hey, there we go.
Oh.
Maybe that's just.
Georgia
The hell?
Titans have traded up to 31.
Who did they trade
Oh,
for?
Guess
Who
we'll
did they
find out.
trade? Well, you know the
Omar
time.
Cooper
I'm stressed
Jr.
out now. As long as they didn't trade anybody,
now,
Well, it's
I guess
probably
again,
gonna
like the
fix well.
Jets, like did they need a receiver and a tight end?
we have a tight end. We got plenty of those.
But the
Well,
Jets
Jiggy
didn't need a
don't
receiver and a
saw
tight
the
end in the
Jets
first round. You
taking
got
wide
3
receiver.
first-round picks.
Yeah.
Did you need a receiver and a tight end? Is there other foundational pieces you could have put on that team?
Wait,
Hey,
John,
they
did they
said-
really trade Will Levis?
No, I think John's joking.
Man, don't get my hopes up. Do not get my hopes up like that. Don't even play with my emotions like that. I want that man off my roster.
The most they could get
on
from
his
dude,
shoulder surgery to right
if
before the
anybody
season.
trades for him, it's going to be a draft pick next year. That's a 6th or 7th rounder.
All right, well, he can go.
Jory will take anything she can for him.
He can go for a bag of chips and bubble gum. I'm so done with that man. Failing passes.
I'm excited to see Justin Fields under the tutelage of Andy Reid.
That I am excited to see.
Yeah.
I mean, the way Mahomes' injury is playing out, is he going to get 4 games under his belt? And I will tell you this: Andy Reid is the master of developing the backup quarterback and trading him. He did it twice with AJ Philly. He got a 2nd-round pick for Kevin Cobb. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's done it, dude. He got like a 3rd rounder for beat ass McNabb at the end of his career.
No, John, he's not worth a Coca-Cola, not a full sugar Coca-Cola, not a diet Coca-Cola, not a Coke Zero. He's worth one of those great value damn colas.
I wonder who they took.
Me too. It better be worth it.
Maybe there's no other running backs that are around, right?
It probably was either an edge rusher or a linebacker or something like that. I think they probably went defense with this.
Bo Jackson, what? No, I'm just joking.
Because Board's been cooking these 2 drafts. I'm not even gonna lie. Because last year when we hit, like, Ellick was a 6th-round pick. DK was, I think Ellick was a third or 4th-round pick. Kamara DK was a 6th-round pick. He was cooking.
Yeah.
I knew it was an edge rusher. The dude out of
Kendrick
Auburn.
Falk to the Titans.
I was
I
just
was
thinking,
saying Robert Saleh was not going to move up there for what it was going to be for a defensive guy. And
Exactly. You got an
Okay.
edge rusher. Ooh, I got a
I think they got
defensive
offensive talent already on the other side of the ball, personally.
We do.
Yep.
It's just they need.
I like their 2
assistance
younger
and-
receivers. And you can get a running back on day 3, day 2, you know.
I like Tony Pollard. It's Tajay that needs to go. I love me some Tajay, but he needs to go. I need another running back too.
I mean, Tajay, I guess the potential is there. He led the nation in rushing in college, but those knees been caught up to him. Isn't he basically bone on bone in his knees?
Wait, who are you talking about?
Tajay Spears. Yeah, he was he didn't have an ACL on his knees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was that was that.
Yeah. Hey, we made it to the final pick of the first round. We'll say, has been an interesting first round for sure. I remember some people trying to say before the draft, expect a boring first round. That was a complete lie.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't boring.
Yeah.
Now, whatever the Seahawks are gonna do is just gonna be surplus to whatever they got going on.
Let's see okay, I either want to trade out or I want Avion Terrell here. I'll be fine with McCoy too. Who else is on the board? Who are the best available players? McCoy and Terrell in tier 3. Parker. Oh, I would not be mad with TJ Parker and Anthony Hill. I would be fine with both of those. I'd be cool with CJ Allen.
As long as we don't trade anybody.
There's a lot of good picks we can make here, but knowing my team and how John Schneider likes to fuck me over, we're probably taking Brandon Cisse here. That's going to be my guess. And if that is the pick, you're just going to hear me scream and then leave the call.
So John thinks Denzel Boston would be the guy for Seattle.
If we take Denzel Boston, there's a nice solid spot on my wall. It's going to get a hole in it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be really mad if we take Denzel. That would be the John Schneider move. John Schneider loves to make the pick to specifically piss me off the most. He knows how much I hate him, so every year he's just I wonder how I can fuck CEO over specifically. Fuck making the team better. I'll get lucky and it'll end up working out one way or another anyway. My coach is just carrying me. How can I fuck this random guy over?
It's funny, Denzel Boston was the name I was looking at for the Packers.
I mean, y'all have 47? Yeah, he'd be cool at 47. Not at 30 fucking 2, though.
See, CEO, you're teasing the people. Now they want to see the meltdown, so they're hoping for Denzel Boston.
Yeah, we're fucked up for that, but I respect it.
Count crash out.
We are all hoping for Denzel.
Well, they had the
y'all didn't see enough meltdowns when we were having the whole Will Levis Hendon Hooker debate.
People never have too many meltdowns.
I've never seen 3 grown men yelling the same thing over and over again for 20 minutes before. That's not true, but
honestly, that might have been
times I have.
I think that might have been my second. That might have been my second most favorite debate, Will Levis and Hendon Hooker, only behind the 2 people that had that debate who is better between
Mo Alley
Cox and Austin.
Yeah, that's exactly what that reminded me of. We were screaming at each other over 2 guys that are barely even backup quality for no fucking reason. Picks are going by. We haven't talked about a pick in 5 selections. 3 trades happened, and we're just in the middle of the fucking draft, just screaming about Will Levis.
Rooney. Hit him with that dream shake, buddy.
Okay, don't spoil the pick. No one say what it is.
Okay.
I'm watching live on the computer. I have the fucking I have my website pulled up because I'm still doing like live reactions on my website.
Cowboy,
So I can't see the screen. No one say anything. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't trust y'all. I'm taking my headset off, and you're just gonna be able to hear the background if I scream or not.
Say Micah Parsons trade is officially settled as Parsons for Kenny Clark, Quinnen Williams, and Malachi Lawrence. Forgot they traded the other pick for Quinnen.
Mm-hmm.
A quick side thing. The Houston Rockets are falling apart before our own eyes.
Which was predicted because this is what KD does.
I have grabbed my pillow so that if I need to scream, I can scream into it. I am very.
Yeah, listen, I'm just glad that we ripped one off the Celtics the other night, the Sixers. Maxey broke that dude's ankles. He's still on the stretcher.
And
who was that guy that he crossed over and the dude he like?
I mean, look, I said Celtics in 6, so
yeah, I think the Celtics are still going to win it.
Yeah, this is going to be good.
And after the Knicks, oh Lord, the Knicks collapsed tonight. It's Hawks in 6 because what the hell was that?
Right. Like the two teams that had a lot of pressure on them in these playoffs were the Knicks and the Rockets. They're not playing that great right now.
Say my Rudy Gobert stocks are going up.
The backup to Jeremiah.
I forgot about Jadarian Price, bro.
Do you not like that pick?
No, you got your meltdown, everybody. I hope you're happy. I'm actually wishing we took Cisse now. I'm wishing we took Cisse now.
It made sense because you lost Kenneth Gainwell and Kenneth Walker.
We could have gotten Mike Washington, who would have been the same caliber running back 2 rounds later.
Hey, when you win the Super Bowl, you can go F them picks for you.
Don't count. We need to see the hole in the wall.
I would have rather us. No, that was only for Denzel Boston specifically. I would have rather us just.
You know what this reminds me of?
Listen, we could have taken Price at 50. We could have taken him at 64. Hell, there's a chance we couldn't take him in the fucking 3rd round. We only have 4 picks, and one of them's a 6th. Why the fuck did we stay at 32 if we're gonna take Jadarian Price? This is a 3rd round talent, and we just took him in the 1st fucking round. I hate John Snyder so much.
Well, on that note, folks, I'm out of here.
Hey, appreciate you guys.
Confident Godfrey.
Peace. Hendon Hooker for life.
You want to do like some reactions and go over some like winners and losers real quick before we call tonight?
Well, I'm about to say, I guess before we do call tonight, I guess initial thoughts, drafts you do like, maybe drafts you didn't like. I guess we'll start with you, Brett.
I would say, hey, you know what? I'm 1 for 1. I'm happy the Raiders didn't screw up their pick. That would have been a very Raiderish thing to do. But no, yeah, I love getting the Commanders, getting Styles at 7. Caleb Downs at 11 was a terrific pick. Love those. I don't like Ty Simpson in the 1st round. I think that was a stretch. And I'm gonna have to agree with CEO. I really didn't like Jaden Price for the Seahawks at 32. I thought that was a bad one.
You know, you win the Super Bowl, you can do stuff like that. All right, I guess CEO. Well, actually, we'll save you, CEO. Hold on a second, Jory. I guess which teams did you like that they did tonight, and which teams maybe have you scratching your head?
I like what the Dolphins did for once. How the hell did the Jets get an A? They didn't address anything.
Edge, wide out, and tight end.
Well, it's just that first pick that didn't make no sense. You had 3. I don't like what the Giants did at all.
Ian would agree.
What are y'all doing? The Cardinals can kiss my butt.
Okay.
The Ty Simpson pick, I see why people don't like it, but I'm like, it's the Rams. They have that F them picks mentality. It sucked them to go first round on the quarterback that don't need to be in the first round. Do I think it's going to be good for him in the long run?
I think people like the fit. They just don't like the spot and where they took him.
I knew Reuben Bain was going to fall, and I was praying that he didn't fall to Baltimore, and I was glad. Because I'm like, if Baltimore hadn't picked that man up, I would have cried.
They would have been insufferable.
Yeah, and I would have been cussing out Ravens fans for the next week.
Wow, you're a tie. Oh, that's right. I forgot that Titans and Ravens have a rivalry.
I don't like them. Ratbirds.
I know my brother's a Ravens fan. He hates the Titans.
Ugly ass uniforms. And then, here's the thing. They weren't thinking about getting rid of a coach until we got rid of our coach. I'm like, why everybody want to fire their head coach when we wanted to fire a terrible head coach?
Yeah.
We changed our uniforms. Here come these copycat idiots that didn't change itch. But a shade of purple, and that dang on logo still looked like a kid drew it. The Browns did draft according to need for once. I'm gonna have to figure out the Browns tomorrow because that's exactly where the Browns are gonna make or break my opinion.
I think in theory the Browns had a good draft, but I've also seen the Browns have great drafts and still not be able to execute a good product on the field. But in terms of just the talent, I think they got a good one. I think they got a couple of good ones.
But yeah, I like how my team drafted. I get really nervous when I hear about my team trading anything in the first round. And you know why? We don't have to go through this. Y'all know why? Because it was that one draft in 2021 when John Robinson decided to trade A.J. Brown for Treylon Burks. And what did Treylon Burks do?
He got hurt constantly.
Yeah. He had asthma attacks. He was allergic to bee stings. He had hamstring issues with an occasional play here or there. That's my spill on it. But I think we did good. I don't like what the Cardinals did. I don't like what the Giants did. The Rams had the WTF pick of the night. Yeah, I had to really go through it later. But yeah.
He was allergic to football.
Well, he got in Washington and now he could play. So I'm like, you know what?
Yeah. Okay. CEO, thoughts on the first round?
All I'm gonna say is I'm glad I grabbed my pill when I did. That almost got bad. But anyway, let's not talk about my endless despair as a team that just won the Super Bowl. I would say I think the Chiefs had a pretty good draft. I did question the trading up for Delane at first, but they were able to keep 29, and they ended up getting a top 5 talent at the end of the first round. They got a cornerback one, so they've completely revamped their defense in one night. I think that's pretty good. A mutual winner, I would say, is the Cowboys and Dolphins. I didn't like the Malachi Lawrence pick as much for the Cowboys, which is ironic because I'm a UCF fan. But I did really like them trading up for Caleb Downs. I only had to give up 2-6. And I really like that for the Dolphins. It's kind of a win-win because the Cowboys get the best player in the draft. The Dolphins get a couple extra picks, which they could use as a rebuilding team. And they get the best offensive lineman in the class. So I thought that was a nice team. A couple losers just scanning through that I would name would be the Vikings and what do you call them? The Titans, or not the Titans, the Jets. Now I did kind of like the Omar Cooper pick, although it makes a little bit less sense when they just took Kenyon Sadiq, who's going to be doing some similar things to him. But taking David Bailey second overall, not very good. I think they reached on Sadiq. He's an overrated tight end, in my opinion. I think usually when you take a tight end super high, it's either because they're really refined or they're just an outlier athlete. And while Sadiq tested very well, I don't think his like actual on-field athleticism is to the same degree of like an all-time level athlete at tight end. I think it's a very good one, but I do think it's a bit stiff. I think he has good burst. Honestly, like his straight line speed to me did not look like 4.39 on tape. He looks faster with like the ball in his hands, but like when he's trying to run routes, he just looks so stiff out there. So I would say those are like some losers, and then honestly, the Titans could be a winner. The Carnell Tate pick is weird, but trading back into the first thing, getting Keldrick Falk at 31, who's a guy I think they should have gone to like the middle of the first round, I think is really good. And the last loser would be the Vikings, just because I think you could have gotten a few better defensive tackles there. Caleb Banks wasn't projected to go this high. He has injury concerns. He is a need that they had. Like they did need a run-stopping defensive tackle, as any team with Javon Hargrave does. But there was other guys like Christian Miller or Hayden McDonald that they could have gotten. Sorry, my throat scratching from all the yelling I did earlier. But and Banks, honestly, even the talent level, I'm just not sure if he's worth the 18 pick. If they would have traded down and taken like 25, I would have been fine with it. But that's just a little rich for my liking, especially when you consider how injury prone he is. But yeah, those are some thoughts. And kill John Snyder. That's my last thought of the night.
Okay. I mean, look,
firing is not enough.
Look, it was a first round that was, like I said, it's a little slow in the beginning. Picks seemed to take way too long, and then they kind of found a groove, and it went pretty well. And then middle to the end of the first round was a lot of dealing from teams. I think you guys kind of hit on the teams that I would have said for winners and losers. I will say, and I'm sure, CEO, you said Titans doing well. Jory loved what they've done. I feel like the Titans are having a very good just off season in general, and I feel like Titans fans have something to look forward to next season. I will agree with Jory. I was afraid that Bain was going to go to Baltimore at 14. And see, that probably would have been like a Harbaugh type of draft pick, but he didn't take him. I think Bain in Tampa Bay with Todd Bowles, I think that's a good fit for him. And
I really like that pick too.
Yeah, when you're looking at that division, you got just blanked on the dude, Bryce Young. Falcons quarterback situation, we'll have to see. And Tyler Shuck, not necessarily the greatest quarterback teams that you're going against, but Bowles loves pressuring quarterbacks and getting the rush from the front four, allowing his corners to do their thing in man coverage. I think it's a perfect fit. So that's probably my pick of the night. But I feel like a lot of teams kind of had decent first rounds. They kind of filled needs that they definitely had. And I'm saying, like, if Harbaugh was there, I feel like Harbaugh probably would have taken Bain if he was sitting there at where were they picking? 14. But Minter took the Vega dude because they needed offensive line help badly. Especially when Lamar's getting a little older. So the protection has to be that much better.
I cannot wait till we get to the point where I can moan at Ravens fans about how they're doing nothing but wasting Lamar's prime.
That's gonna be the conversation probably this season for sure. I think that's gonna be one of the conversations because he's won 2 MVPs.
Yeah, if they miss the playoffs or a wild card out again, it's definitely gonna be the combo.
Yeah, because last year was bad enough. That division wasn't great, and they missed the playoffs completely because of a couple of. We talk about Malik Willis a lot tonight. That game right there kind of embodied their season against Green Bay.
Then you have Jay Flowers talking about Harbaugh practiced too hard, and that's y'all's damn problem right there.
Yeah, never want to hear players say that.
I did hear Zay Flowers talking about that.
Yeah, that just speaks to a team that probably wasn't the strongest mentally.
Hey, now respect their future $40 million wide receiver.
Yeah.
Look, John, on Passionate Precision, we put Lamar and Josh Allen in the same bucket.
Yep. We absolutely do. Yeah, that's 3.5 hours in. That is the watch along for Wire to Wire once again. Last year was pretty good. I feel like this year might have topped it. Look, where else could you go and get Will Levis, Hendon Hooker talk for 20 minutes? Nowhere. It was an interesting conversation.
Yeah,
I don't even know. I still don't know how we got on that topic.
I don't know either.
Like I'm just like sitting in the corner, like half listening to y'all talk while I'm doing my write-ups, and then somehow, next thing I know, I'm not even writing. I'm just staring at my screen, yelling over and over again. The production doesn't translate. The production doesn't translate. The production doesn't fucking translate. You're not listening to me. They just keep going over and over again. It's one of those things where it's like it pisses you off a lot. Like you can really heat in the moment, and then you just look back and like, why the fuck was I arguing about that? Just laugh about it.
You don't worry how it starts. You just appreciate the journey.
Honestly, that was an all-timer of a clip. I don't know where else you can go get those fun arguments. Only at Wire to Wire.
That honestly might top the Mo Alley Cox Austin Hooper. You can blow up on TikTok for that one.
Honestly, I might cut that up and post that because that was incredible.
It really was. It says on tomorrow, guys. It's on tomorrow.
That was about as good as Cooperstown, Louisville.
Right.
Or the state of Puerto Rico.
Yes, bro. Don't make me mad.
But I guess before we do get out of here, CEO, you can let them know where they can find your draft reports and all that.
Oh,
yeah, I'm actually finishing it up right now.
Got you.
But you can find me on Twitter at CEO_RPO Enjoyers, or you can subscribe to follow my Substack, the OTB4. I just had to put a number in there, and 4 is the number for a hitch route. So yeah, I've posted my big board. I did a couple player breakdowns. I'm going to be talking about some of the best prospects available in day 2 tomorrow morning. I might do a podcast whenever I get out of here, going over like some winners and losers. I usually talk about like NFL draft stuff, but I also do some NFL, some college shit that you'll see closer to like when the season starts. But yeah, find me on the OTB. That's where I'm the most active, or on my Twitter.
There you go. Make sure you guys go check that out. Brett, anything you want to add before we get out of here?
Yeah, you know what? I keep looking at different names of guys we can draft, and I really feel like Chris Brazell out of Tennessee is going to be a Green Bay Packer. I don't know why his name keeps popping out to me, but no, y'all know where to find me. You can check me on the On the Ball podcast, Meaty Boys podcast, the And One podcast. Try to wear many hats. Trying to start writing articles again. You can check out some articles on the website written by CEO. We have his big board up there if you want to take a look at that. So overall, thank you everybody for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time.
Yeah. And Jory, I'll let you promote Passion and Precision.
Because tomorrow we talk about playoffs. And we are going to have a little discussion about women in sports because of Dirty Diana and Damien. And I am going to flame Damien and a couple of people too on Final Burn. Because you're not going to sit here and argue and tell me that that the United States got 51 states and Puerto Rico's a part of it. And you're also not going to, what was the other stupid thing he said this week? There was so much, and it's only Thursday. He started early on Monday.
Can I request a Final Burn candidate for tomorrow?
Absolutely.
Mikal Bridges.
Oh
that
yeah,
dude
he getting
sucks.
Are you gonna talk about Will Levis on the Final Burn?
He can go to hell.
That's quite literally the Final Burn, though.
All I'll say is Mikal Bridges being trash completely vindicates me. When I had the argument, I think with Cottrell, he tried to tell me Mikal Bridges was better than Jaylen Brown.
Huh?
That was an argument at one point.
I'm as big of a J-Dub hater and Mikal support as it gets. I don't even think I'm making that argument.
I mean, I think it might have been his final year in Phoenix that conversation came up. But look at him now. He's out here going scoreless in playoff games. So.
Oh, I know what it was. It was also not knowing that Mike Malone is now the coach of UNC.
Yeah. Complete oversight by Damien on that one.
Bro.
That happened like 2 weeks ago. But
it was something else. But y'all will find out Friday because I got a lot to talk about, especially them damn Knicks. Because what is this? You mean to sit here and tell me that the Hawks tried to give you a game and you're going to collapse like that?
No, they won their championship last year when they knocked out the Celtics. You don't remember?
Oh yeah, that sure was their championship.
Exactly. So.
But we got a lot to talk about tomorrow, so I'll get to it.
All right.
Oh, and I'm starting a blog again. So all on the Passion and Precision podcast and the Wire to Wire thing, I will have a little blurb about Dirty Diana and the cheating Mike Vrabel because I got a lot of I've heard a lot and I got a lot to say about it.
Yeah. That's fair.
Some ass broad. I can't stand her. What? Pass around for the streets.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, nothing else I can add because I will be on tomorrow night, Passion and Precision with Jory as well. So make sure you tune in for that. And then I guess Monday back for On the Ball. But yeah, so appreciate you tuning in. This is the round one watch along. Appreciate you not guarding the 2, guarding the 3. Appreciate you, CEO, all the insight, the college talent. Jory, obviously, appreciate you coming on. Appreciate Gene, Godfrey, and Ian. Ian had some great reactions as well.
Y'all are getting a high from my vicious chihuahua.
Hey, Bella.
I love how Ian dipped as soon as the Giants finished picking. Like he just kind of quietly left after they took Alagoa.
He had enough. I don't yeah, so make sure. Oh, go ahead, Jory.
No, I was gonna. Ian's best reaction ever is still when they picked Daniel Jones. I was on the phone with him when they picked Daniel Jones, and I'll just hear him scream, "Why the F did we pick Daniel Jones? Son of a!" And I was like, "Please don't break the
TV." Right. But yeah. So all of you tuning in, make sure you hit the like button, follow, subscribe to Wire. Check out the other shows on the. Kerm, we've been on 3.5 hours. You now showing up? What's up, Kerm? How you doing? Well, you can watch it back and get all the reactions to the picks.
he joined as we finished.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But well, Kerm, come back tomorrow. We'll talk some more. But yeah, so Make sure to check out all the other shows. And we are out of here. It's been fun. See you guys later. Have the rest of your night.